Yeah. So were
We're
you about
live
to say
now.
you're wrong? Oh, we're live. Guess what?
I'm gonna say, guess what? We're live now.
We're live. Yeah.
Live.
What's up, people?
Live from
Live.
live
It's
action.
Friday
Friday
night.
night
Live Friday
from
night action.
Welcome to the shit show.
So what's everybody got going on this week?
the United States of America.
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 Red, white, and blue.
Speaking
So
of
my
red, white,
laptop
blue, that's
sound
what
all
I'm
right?
getting ready to go to.
Microphone sound okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
this
pretty
is
good.
work in process. This little cheapo headset I got off Amazon, like $29, wireless. Can't beat it. But it looks kind of
I think sounds
funny.
good.
Got my little alien lights going on here. But I like that it's wireless, so I can I like that. My gaming headset's not wireless, but I can use my
Yeah, that's cool.
PC. My microphone went bad on this, so I've just been using my webcam mic, and it sounds pretty decent. It seems like everybody says it sounds good, so I'm just going to use that with my headset and not even need the microphone when I'm on my PC. But with this laptop, I got to have something else, and I'm not going to use buds. I hate buds; they sound like shit. My buds do anyway. Ann's got some of those little
Wow.
wireless little things you stick in your ear that are like they have little sticks that come out. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to bum those off of her and see how those work. Have anybody ever tried those on?
Well, I got
Well, I had a little set, but they don't sound too bad.
Well, these ain't Apple, so I know a lot of Apple has ones that look just like the ones she has. These are the clones, but I doubt they're anything like an Apple sounding and quality.
I got
What's up,
the
Joe?
Google
Yeah, probably not.
ones,
What's up,
the
Brian?
Google Pixel Buds. Yeah, look,
Gordon.
I come to Maryland, right? And I got my microphone, right?
All right.
Set it ready
Now,
to
let me
go.
see that mic again.
I got the new got my new setup I was gonna check out and
Awesome.
use. But guess what?
What?
Forgot to bring my fucking headphones. So the
Oh,
whole shit
no.
shaboodle won't work. The only way I can hear anything is if I use
Damn
the
it.
audio from the laptop, and then you get a bunch of fucking echo.
Feedback and echo. So what are you
Echo.
using, buds?
So I just plugged in my earbuds, my Pixel Buds.
Yeah. To me, my buds, everything sounds like muted. Everything kind of sounds monotonish and muted. They suck. But of course, they're dollar store earbuds.
Man.
Yo,
What's up, Lisa?
Lisa,
What's up,
Phil?
Phil? What's
So
up, Chris?
son.
you know what, Joe? I'm very sad that I wasn't able to bring that liquor with me from last week.
Oh, really?
But it's sitting at home on my desk waiting for me.
Cool. So what did he send you?
Remember last week I had that rum and then that bourbon.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's Lisa Day. They
Oh,
had
yeah, I
their
missed your show last night, Lisa, but
their
me and
ladies'
Ann, her
night.
daughter, and everybody was out late.
I want to know what
Late.
Gordon's going on that damn steel up there because he says thanks for the insight on that secondhand steel. I want to know what happened about it because it was almost too good of a deal to pass up.
Yeah, that was like the 40-gallon for $1,200 or something like
Yeah,
that.
it had
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
2 burners and a grinder and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
kinds
yeah.
of stuff.
I mean, I'd definitely drive to check it out, and if it's legit, grab it and run.
And
But
it was in his
load it in the car
hometown.
before you pay.
Yeah, it was in his hometown.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
travel for that
Speaking
kind of deal. $1,200. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was something like that. Speaking of Joe, I got a damn package from Joe the other day in the mail, and
Joe Sweet Stock.
I did. He sent me some really good aged stuff, pretty tasty stuff,
Mm-hmm.
And he sent me a barrel heater, on the belly band, barrel heaters,
Right.
Oh,
So I
nice.
sent him back a message. I'm like, dude, you're freaking like awesome. The liquor's awesome, but I mean, it's fucking 75 and sunny. I don't need the heater right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you
you're
could have
supposed
sent it
to-
back in like October or something. I mean, I'm just saying,
You're supposed to wear that around
Damn
your belly, man, to burn fat. That's a fat burner, bro.
Oh,
It's supposed to help
that's
your
right.
back.
I
man.
need one of them.
That'll help your back. Yeah, there you go.
So far, dude updated the post. Haven't had time to travel to check it out. Oh, I need the cash too. Got to have cash. It's always a plus.
Yeah. Yeah, be careful
But
though.
I mean, it was a deal.
With
Well, I looked at
1,200
the damn
cash.
update and think, oh,
Be
Joe,
setting you
better
up for a
late
big-
than never.
Yes, sir. I think Joe lost my address. I'll have to send it to him again.
What's going on, Morgan? Yeah,
What's up, Morgan? What's up, Brian?
he also sent me a whole shit ton of that fucking black chestnut too.
Awesome.
Man, I'm looking. I pull out a few blocks of this black chestnut. I was like, oh, nice. And I keep pulling more out, and I'm like, God, how much did he fucking send me?
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I got quite a bit of black chestnut.
In winemaking, a lot of winemakers will use tannins. They sell like bags of tannins, and this stuff is like a really ultra fine powder. And what they do is, I guess they make a tea with the wood, and then they put it on a surface and let it evaporate, and the powder residue that's left behind is the tannins. So it's not like a sawdusty thing or anything like that. But these things, man, I mean, you open the bag and it just starts floating in the air. So you need to wear a mask and shit around it. And they use it in winemaking. It makes things, it gives an oaked or a tannined or a flavor, to the wine. And I'm going to try it in some of my jars and see, kind of shake it up and see how that translates. I hadn't tried it yet, but I've got some chestnut. The reason I got those, it's been maybe a couple of years ago. We were on here on the ShitShow actually, and we were all sitting talking about different woods and stuff. And Phil was talking about wanting to try different woods and stuff. And I brought up, how a lot of winemaking back in the old days, a lot of the barrels used to be made with chestnut. And this was long before the chestnut blight and all that stuff. This back like 1800s. Chestnut was pretty much the standard for barrel making back then, and in Europe. Yeah. And but after the blight and all the chestnut trees were getting killed off and stuff, they started using some oak and so that is that Ferg.
What's up?
Well, no ball games tonight?
Not tonight.
Dang.
They done started the real games now, so.
Oh, the big time NCAA tourney games.
Yeah, I'm not quite that level.
Oh, man. I do like the mute button on here, though.
There you go.
Yeah, I had to sneeze. Nice. Sorry, excuse me.
What's up, fellas?
So, yeah, they used chestnut way back when for a lot of wines and stuff. And I'm sure they probably used French oak and other things too in Europe, but it was really popular. And then, of course, it became, way too economically unfeasible to use them for barrels anymore once the blight came and it became an exotic wood and really high price. So they quit using them. But from judging from Phil Billy's experimentation, man, it gets dark really quickly, and it gives flavor really quickly. So I thought it was very interesting. I've used it in wines, but it's always the dark wine, so I could never tell really what kind of color that it was adding, but it does add some interesting, bitterish notes, and it's a dry, dark wine, so it's good for that. But be interesting to see, how it works with some jars. I've not tried that yet, so I'm gonna maybe throw it in a little corn liquor jar.
Who's that?
Is that Mr. Bumgardner?
It is. I'm driving. I had about 15, 20 minutes, and I figured I'd jump in and say hello.
Awesome, brother.
Oh,
I
nice.
posted I made it posted on your link that you posted. Hopefully, let us know when you got your grand opening, man. I want to definitely be there for it.
Oh, I will.
Yeah,
oh, yes. That'd be awesome.
I think we all will have to pay you a visit on that day.
Well, I'll be honest with you. We've gotten kind of overwhelmed with people reaching out and stuff, so we're probably going to have 2 grand openings.
All right.
We're going to probably have
Nice.
a grand opening for friends and family, and then a grand open for public.
Right.
Nice.
Nice.
Sounds
I
like
think-
a plan.
I think that'll work out better. Do
Yeah.
the grand opening for friends and family one weekend, and then the following weekend do the grand opening for the public.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But
Yeah, definitely want to be there, brother, for sure.
it's
I
kind of
like the looks
wild
of it,
how
man. It's coming along. It looks good. I
oh
love the ceiling tiles and the lights you got in there. It looks awesome.
It does. It looks great.
yeah, and the only thing we've got left cosmetic wise to do is the bar is supposed to be installed this week. It was going to be installed this weekend, but the builder for the bar, they suffered some catastrophic damage at his wife's home
Wow.
during the tornadoes. So he had to take a few days and clean that up. But he sent me a message this morning, said he was back on working on my bar, and
Awesome.
and it's supposed to be a period correct 1920s 1930s style bar.
Awesome. So it's going to have the
So-
little
That's
metal
awesome.
thing at the bottom to
Yeah.
put your feet and paneled. That'll be awesome, man. That's awesome. I love
Yeah,
it.
actually, I'm gonna the rail at the bottom. I'm gonna do out of 2 inch, probably out of
Copper.
2 inch copper pipe.
They look cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome, dude.
And
That looks awesome.
but the only other thing cosmetic wise we've got left to do is to hang the two barn
Right.
doors that are going to close off the distillation room and the fermentation room. That we're required to have those doors by the state, or not by the
Right.
state, by federal.
Right.
And then at some point, we don't even have to have this right away, but I'm working on getting a steel door put in the back of the mash room to outside, just to make it easier to get water and stuff in. But other than that, we're basically done with the cosmetic stuff. It looks really, really good. And Josh Jones, Wes's dad or stepdad, is making the shells for the T-shirts and all that stuff.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet.
Justin Meredith says, "Congratulations, Tracy." Tracy's driving, y'all, so he can't see you.
Yeah,
I
comment.
can't see shit.
So, and Roy Colliers want to know, where's my steel? Yeah.
Hey Tracy,
Absolutely get to you,
when you
brother.
come to Nashville, let me know, buddy. I'm in Nashville.
Well, I was in Nashville all week and came home today.
Oh,
but
shoot,
man.
I'm sick, so you didn't want to be around me anyway. I got up.
Okay.
We went and seen the Luke Holmes steels that I did after they got them installed. We went
I saw some of those
Tuesday
pictures.
and saw that, and then we ended up hanging out in the condo pretty much the whole rest of the time because I got up Wednesday morning sick.
Oh, man.
Hopefully
Sorry
it's not
about
that influenza A that I had, man.
It's the head. This is like a real bad head cold.
Yeah. Okay.
But it
Yeah,
was
goodness.
pretty cool to
Signs
dial
off.
in and watch the meeting for the state where they voted for my approval. That was the fastest, easiest thing I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I was going to ask you
Awesome.
how you managed to do it that quick. John Benz has had so many problems and having to jump through so many different hoops.
Yeah,
Y'all
it was kind of wild. They announced us on the agenda and said they recommended approval. And this is how fast. They said Flamin' Aces Distillery in Elizabethton, Tennessee is next on the agenda, owned by Tracy Bumgarner.
Yeah.
And they said, do we have a motion? Somebody made a motion. Someone had a second. They said, all in favor, aye. And they moved on to the next one. I mean, it was that fast.
Awesome. So I guess Tennessee is quite a bit different than Ohio because Tennessee doesn't have the state board where they sell your liquor, right? Like
No,
Ohio has.
but they do have a state board that has
Right,
to approve
yeah,
everything,
yeah,
but they
right,
don't.
right.
But it's not a state sale.
Right. I find that so strange that they still do that this day and time. You know, that's so antiquated a way to do it. The state getting involved in business, you know.
Well, Tennessee's kind of antiquated in another way. Is basically I have to sell all of my liquor to a warehouse, a distributor,
right.
and then I have to buy it back from the distributor.
Oh,
if you
God.
want to sell it individually yourself.
Yeah, if
they
I want
mark
to
it
sell
up.
it myself, then I have to buy it back. And
Right. They got to get
honestly,
that tax, man. They got to get them tax.
Well,
dollars.
the thing about it is, I don't pay the tax on it. The warehouse does. They won't allow me to
Wow.
pay tax on it.
But when you buy it back from the warehouse, you don't have to pay a tax.
No, I have to pay the warehouse adds that into the cost of what I have to back for.
Cool. Right.
So I'm paying it, but I can't pay it directly to the state.
Right.
So do they buy it at one price and then sell it to you at a higher price?
Slightly higher price to cover them handling the paperwork and the taxes, and then however much the tax is.
Well, one of the benefits is inventory. They you don't have to worry about inventory and having the space and storing it and all that. You can just
you do, because they don't ever touch the liquor. It's still
they don't.
No.
So it's still on your premises.
Man, that
Jesus.
sucks. Yeah, that is.
I'm still responsible for all that. They don't ever touch the liquor unless, say, a bar or a liquor store says, I want 10 cases of X. Then they call me up and say, okay, we've got an order for 10 cases of this. We'll send a driver by on Wednesday to pick it up.
Wow. So you can't deal directly. That sucks. Yeah.
Kentucky's different.
Wow. You can't charge them storage, huh?
No.
That's
But if you're going to play the game, you got to do it. So
you got to jump through the hoops. It still sounds like it's easier in Ohio.
Oh yeah, I think that.
But one benefit about Ohio is they buy and they take as much as you can make. So and they take possession of it. So everything that you can produce, they take possession of and sell and warehouse and do all that. So that's kind of cool, so you can't worry about overproducing, but you have to still sell it.
Yeah.
Dance.
But the thing I understand about Ohio is too, they tell you roughly what you can sell it for, price of that, and they tell you when you can release each bottle.
Right.
So in Tennessee, if it's federally approved, like if I had inventory of everything I have federally approved today, I could release every bit of it today.
Right. Yeah, Kentucky, from what I've gathered, Kentucky's like a really good place to do it, but there's a lot of competition here too. But if you get on the Moonshine Trail or the Bourbon Trail, man, it helps bring people into your place too. So,
well, see, I'm on the Bootleggers and Burnouts Trail for the steel shop already, and they're going to add the distillery too. So
awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah.
Wow.
That's
and
good.
they're right next door. So, I mean, there's 60 feet in between the two doors.
So I see a rick house in your future, or some storage containers or something. You're going to have to start warehousing this stuff in.
Yeah, something. Well, there's a chance that the nail salon. See, there's a beauty parlor and a nail salon in between the copper shop and the distillery.
Right.
And the nail salon lady's already talking about moving out. And and that spot is already mine if she moves out. Right. So that gives me another 1,000 square feet.
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
So I just want to go small and let it grow organically. And if it gets to the point where I outgrow it, then we'll build something. And
so I've seen pictures of the front, but I don't know what's kind of behind it. Is there room behind it for like shipping containers for storage or something?
No, but there's room next door because the next door lot is ours too.
Okay.
And we put overflow parking in it already, but we're talking about putting picnic tables and a fire pit and cornhole boards and and probably having food trucks there on Friday and Saturday night and stuff. And
little marshmallows, hot dogs.
Yeah. So it's going to be. Good, I think it'll suit our needs at least for the time being. And like I said, if we outgrow it, we outgrow it.
Outgrowing it's good, man. That's good.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's what you want to do.
I mean, we're going to have.
It's hard to put all that work into that place and then outgrow it and have to move somewhere. But that's progress, brother. If that's the case,
we're going to have a 150-gallon all copper setup, kind of like John's, but slightly different.
I saw some barrels today for $80 a piece, 5 for $60 each.
And then we're going to have 250-gallon stainless with a column and copper thumper and worm free as well. And then we'll probably have a 50-gallon test steel.
Awesome.
For a test.
Jeez. Yeah. Let me guess. It's going to be a copper, right?
Oh yeah, it'd be copper.
How did I know?
But
Tracy Bumgarner, man, jeez. Yeah, Tracy, I don't think there's going to be any lack of people willing to let you use their house to store your liquor if you need to.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
definitely got room.
You need, yeah. I can hook you up with a place close to Nashville.
Yeah, I've got room for a shipping container.
Yeah, I've got people.
Load it up, man.
I'll kick people out
Tom
of my
said he'd
house.
bring it. Tom said he'd bring it up to me
That's right.
for a share.
It's kind of wild, though. Elizabeth and Star, the local newspaper, picked it up today and ran a story on it already.
Awesome.
WJHL, the local NBC News, they reached out to me wanting to know when they can come out and film a segment there, and so it's going to get all the publicity that it wants. I think.
Bring it to your grand opening. Let them know about that. Let them come on out with the public grand opening. We don't want them there for private.
No.
but yeah, for the public, that'd be awesome, brother.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty wild, I think.
So 100 years from now, Tracy Bumgarner would be like Elmer T. Lee and stuff. It'd be
Heard that.
Be a big name in the collectible bottles.
I'm just carrying on a family tradition.
Yeah,
there you go.
So
nice.
Man, that's awesome.
That's awesome, Tracy.
And it's really cool that we discovered in our research that there was another distillery here that closed in 1905. The last legal distillery in the county I'm in closed in 1905, and 120 years later, we're bringing back legal distillation to the county. So that's
awesome.
Kind of cool.
What was the name?
It's awesome, dude.
It was the Googe Family Distillery, and they closed in 1905 and moved to Bristol when the owner took in two partners, and that's about the time Tennessee was turning into dry counties and all that, and they fought it until 2015, and in 2015 they decided that they had lost the battle, so they went ahead and closed completely.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
not 2015. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
1915. Yeah.
So did you find out any of the names of the bottle? Is there a way that you could tribute that or make a bottle for tribute?
There's still some family members that are alive, so I've reached out to them. One of them was a Happy Valley Moonshine that they had, and they had a rye whiskey that they had, and that was really nice. Their two big things was a Happy Valley Moonshine and a rye whiskey.
Right. If you can maybe get a recipe from them and, just give them, hey, we're going to give you a tribute and kind of, do something like that if they're willing, if they agree, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. And I've even found a picture of a couple of their old bottles.
Awesome.
So if I can make I've thought about that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd definitely follow up on it. It'd be kind of, a unique and novelty, and especially for people in that area and them and their families and stuff. So it means something to them,
Yeah,
keep that name going like that.
Yeah, that's that's just like the one label we've already got approved in the recipe is we called it Stony Creek Moonshine.
Right.
And we put a fly fisherman. I did the label design. I put a fly fisherman stuff on the label because that's what this is known for, is trophy fly fishing.
Cool.
So
nice.
That kind of fit right into that. And then there's a place here called the Blue Hole that is it's a mountain spring fed waterfall that feeds into a swimming hole that people come from all over the country to swim in. So we're going to take Stony Creek Moonshine, the sweet mash off of it. We're going to sour mash it, and that's going to be our Blue Hole sour mash.
And it's awesome. Stony Creek.
Yep.
Nice.
We got Stoners Creek here in Kentucky. It's got Stoners Creek.
Yeah.
Because you are a stoner.
Yeah.
And Stoners.
I've been on that creek.
Out the creek.
Yeah. We're going to have that, and then we're going to have my old family recipe for Carolina Ridge Runner Rum is the name of it. And that's named after one of my uncles that was a truck driver. And he called it. They made rum. My dad and uncles made rum, and they called it Carolina Ridge Runner rum. His CB handle was Carolina Ridge Runner.
That's when you said that made me think about a buddy of mine that I used to talk with on the CB was called his nick was Ridge Runner. His handle was Ridge Runner.
Yeah,
and he was out of Moorhead, Kentucky.
His was Carolina Ridge Runner, and so I kind of paid tribute to him. That label's got an old pickup on the front of it with barrels on the back, and then on the door of the pickup, if you can read it, it says Bumgarner Truck in Millers Creek, and that was the name of my uncle's trucking company over there. So that was just trying to tie everything back to the heritage as much as we can.
Yeah, I've got an old 55 Chevy I'm working on. I'm going to try to fix up. I'm not, it's a rat rod. It looks ready and it'll stay ready. Got a patina. It's got rust all over it. But I am going to work on the bed so I can haul stuff. But I'm thinking about subframing it with my, Suburban.
Yeah.
And, and just using the Suburban engine and transmission, all the running gear and brakes and all that stuff modern, but still have that frame on it and that look.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hijack y'all's call.
No.
My wife's calling me, so I better hop off here and let her know that I'm almost home. But y'all have a good night. And
thanks for jumping in, man.
Take it easy.
Yeah, Tracy. Thanks for that, brother. Good talking to you.
Have a good one, man.
I love that guy. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's a great guy, man. Good people for sure.
He's good. Now, I have a question for Afraid Not.
Oh,
quiz time.
When are you moving?
Yeah, I need to know that.
Who, me?
Yeah. Are you still?
Sorry, my internet is fucking up so bad. I'm only hearing every 5 or 10 words.
When are you moving again?
The 15th of next month.
Cool.
All right. We'll have to make sure and stay away. We'll have to make sure and stay out of Kentucky then. Good thing he missed all that.
He got half of it.
That's good. We can talk pure shit about him. He ain't gonna hear us now. Hell yeah.
What he heard is we're going to Kentucky. Oh, he just left. You made him so mad he left.
Just dipped all the way out.
I'm out here.
Oh,
man.
for you got that damn puppy.
You need to send pictures, man, because my wife she needs to see pictures of the puppy.
Oh.
Oh.
Not the puppy, starfish, the puppy.
Yeah, no starfish. Don't scare her away.
Hydro Man, calling shots. What's up, Randy? What's up, Slacks? I'm slacking over here saying hi to everybody. Mike's in here, Dan Gray's in here. What's up, y'all? Apple Ripe, Mr. Melrose, Kenny Taylor. What's up, everybody? Looks like the usual suspects.
I'm over here in Maryland, and I ain't got no liquor.
No lick. Do they even sell it over there?
Are you in Maryland?
Yeah, I'm in Maryland.
Well, I don't feel so bad for being in Salina this week and not seeing you then.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry about that.
You on your phone now?
Who was laying in bed?
I'll tell you what, a lot of times phones work better than the damn computers on these things.
He's inviting now. Well, who am I looking for on my phone?
I'm glad my little laptop works. This thing is fucking Windows 8.
Oh, he booted again. Come on, Frey. What's going on?
Tired of it.
Dude, I was
kicking him off.
That game I worked in at Austin P was DOS. I had to use DOS. Like a window, like Windows 3.1 and all. It was a trip, man.
Windows for work groups.
I guess
Windows for work groups. Remember that?
Yeah, it was something. It was old school like that, man. It was.
I've got all those Windows, man. I've got it from the very start. I took DOS while I was in college, and I took basic computer language in like '84. Wow. So yeah, I was.
Didn't Windows for work groups become Windows NT?
Windows for work group. I think it went from Windows for work groups went to Windows 95, and NT was considered more of a server and a commercial. But I could be wrong, but I think 3.1 transitioned into 95.
I remember 3.1.
NT, I think, came out about that same time, but NT was more for server.
I think NT came out after 95.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
Just not long.
After 95.
Yeah.
I used to know what I was doing back then, man. Then all this stuff they got now, I don't.
Yeah, it's
a lot different.
Yeah, I got called Tom to ask him how to use the damn computer half the time.
Yeah, I was actually programming on a Commodore back in '84.
Oh yeah, Commodore 64.
Yeah, yeah, had my big 1541 drive, man. I was jamming on the floppy.
Before Fred, are you in bed?
Tape recorder.
Are you laying in bed, Fred?
No, I'm in my living room.
Oh,
I thought you were laying down in bed.
Is that like Toby laying in bed over there?
Yeah. It's just like a curtain or something behind you.
Yeah,
I was gonna start playing the porno music.
Yeah. It's a blanket. It's what I have for my curtain. Like
Hello. How'd your girls not go last night? I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to.
Like Miss Doubtfire.
In there and say
Don't doubt the fire, man. Don't doubt the fire.
Oh, I'm telling you, that's awesome.
It went good, Joe. It went good.
Awesome.
It was all right.
Except for one person that was heckling.
Yeah.
From the nose.
From
I don't think he knows how to do anything else.
Was it from YouTube?
Yeah.
No. Was it on YouTube? I don't even know. I didn't go back and watch it. I was going to go back and watch it today.
YouTubers, but there's a lot of more fringy people, I guess, on the tube than maybe Facebook that are commenting. Seems like more trolls. I've got one that come on my shows and they like to troll me. It's kind of funny. I just make jokes of it. It's all you can do is laugh and move on.
Did you unblock Toby?
I don't know. I think it's only blocked per show. I don't think he's blocked permanently.
Good. I felt so bad.
Did you block Toby?
Oh, poor Toby.
I know.
It was trying to block somebody else and accidentally blocked Toby, but just in the chats. Just in the chats.
Well, I closed my computer down a little bit so I can see everything, but I concentrate at the camera, and so I was peering underneath trying to do it, and I messed up.
I had the NT40. Yeah, I thought it came out about the same time as 98. It could have been 2000. So yeah, I knew it was after 95. But yeah, I got every one of them. But I'm going to put Windows 11 on this little laptop if it'll take it.
Yep, I blocked Toby.
Bill Foster.
That's all right. I get blocked sometimes too.
Brother Bill.
Let's see, Shiner Man, Gordon's question.
Mine's not by accident.
What happened to our favorite Scottish Mexican Celtics? I sent him a link. I thought you Scottish Mexican. I thought you were talking about me because I'm Scotch Mexican too. But I guess you're talking about the guy that actually moved to Mexico.
Scotch.
I'm Scotch something.
But you know what, Joe? I'm going to mute you if you keep it up.
Hey, I'll send you okra. I'll send you some okra shine.
I'm sure you'll find a way to get through.
Fergus,
I think I'm going to make some okra shine.
Awesome. I'm excited.
I'll send you a t-shirt. It's in the pile for the next mail call.
Oh, look at that.
All right. Thank you. I'm excited.
I got a few things to go out.
I won't. Hey, Damon hadn't even given me a shirt. He gives them to everybody else.
What kind of shirt you want? I got like 15 different kinds. What do you want?
I don't know. Just something that.
All right. That was a dog's forehead. I was wondering what we were seeing there straight there. I wasn't quite sure, man, if we were seeing buns or what.
I got a new shirt that I was working on.
You didn't get a shirt?
No. I got a militia shirt. Yeah.
You didn't get one of the Lisa shirts like this?
Oh, it's on its way.
Oh, they're bad. Y'all didn't
this
get
right here. This is Freyd's mail call. It's been sitting here for you, buddy. I don't know if I should wait until you go to Louisville.
It's aged now.
Yeah, we'll wait until I get to Kentucky. I'll be there the 15th in the next month for.
Yeah, save on
some to see you.
Marcus Chapman, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, Marcus?
So,
what's up, brother?
Now,
it'd be cheaper to drive up there.
Once Jeremiah moves to Kentucky, that means we all have to stay out of Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Fuckers.
Well, the bad thing is my son lives there.
That's all right.
You might have to sneak in. Just don't take the interstate up there. You know, I mean, I would.
Does Louisville still count as Kentucky?
It's a straight shot for me.
That's a cardinal country, man.
I'm going to be in Lexington on Sunday.
Are you? I'm not.
Joe, I'm going to be in Lexington on Sunday.
I wish I'm not there.
That's just my luck, man.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
That's the way it works.
Oh, yeah, Dan.
That's unbelievable, man. Oh,
well. One day you're not there.
What's up, Crummy?
See you just to come see you.
What up, Joe?
Joe.
Speaking of my buddy Joe, I'll tell you something. Man. This thing was
on here and update us. Sorry.
Hey, they give his daddy-in-law, and they got a friend of a friend of a friend sent some like brownies kind of things to Joe's daddy-in-law because he's got some issues in his body and they self-medicating, right? Yeah. So they was like, when you cut this thing in fours, then you cut that fourth into fours and just give that much to him. Well, them dumbasses gave him the whole thing. And he had to ride that train for about 2 days all by himself.
Oh, shit.
Had to get out of the bathroom. Oh, it's funnier than shit. It's funny. Yeah. Yeah. They took him to the hospital. They was like, well, he's disoriented. He's like, yeah, I imagine he fucking is, you know.
Did I tell you the story about my buddy made some hash oil one time? And brought it down, and he and I tried some, and we took off and went to the strip club and all this. And my ex was at home, and she didn't know they were magical, and it didn't know that we were made with hash oil. So she eats one. We get, my buddy's tripping, I'm tripping. We get home, and she's freaking out, and my buddy's wanting to go to the hospital because he's having heart things. And I'm like, what are we going to do, man? I'm just going to let you off at the door. I ain't going in with you because I'm worried I'm going to get busted and all this shit. It's paranoia. It's back in the 90s, and I was paranoid. And we were all tripping out. It was crazy, man. And so he said, I'm not doing any more of this shit. So he threw it outside, and we threw it in my garbage dumpster. The next morning, we went out, and a fucking possum had gotten into that shit, ate some of those brownies, and was laying dead right next to that fucking dumpster.
Oh,
he wasn't laying dead either. That motherfucker was stone cold dead.
Joe says they mega dose daddy-in-law.
Yeah, you know how much it takes to kill a damn possum, man. They're like, you can't hardly kill them motherfuckers. I couldn't believe that shit, man. I was like, wow. Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. I think it's funny.
Yeah, it was something that stayed with us for a day. It was a long time coming out of there.
Shit, I bet.
Just got to ride it out.
Lots of food was eaten.
Joe, was he dead or was he playing possum?
No, he was dead. He was playing possum. Yeah, he was in there. Flies were buzzing off him, so he was either playing dead to eat the flies that were landing on him, or he was a goner. But yeah, it's that was pretty hard stuff. That was back when they made these ISO 2 machines you used to be able to get in the back of comic books and true crime books and all that stuff. They sold these ISO 2 machines, and you mix the bud with alcohol, and then you'd boil the alcohol off, and it would leave the oil behind. And it was one of those. And man, he had some really good stuff for the day, and he made hash oil out of it. And it was just, I know he used a whole bunch because he had a whole bunch. And so he was really loaded down in these brownies, and we overdosed. We ate way too much and tripped. Yeah. And so did my ex.
I remember way back when where you can get Spanish fly through the mail.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spanish flies.
Do
Do they work?
Black
Y'all don't know a damn thing about Spanish flies, do you?
Yeah, I bought some of that
Not
shit.
much.
Back of
Chloroform
the
works a
porno
lot better,
mags.
man.
We used to get them at the south of the border in South Carolina.
Yep.
Oh,
We'd go up there and pick up a mess of them and bring them back to Beaufort.
Sell them.
Made a whole bunch of money on Spanish flies.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think you still get that at truck stops.
Get them out of the back of the Hustler magazines.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
What's going on, Dale?
Now, what does the Spanish fly supposed to do?
Make you horny. Make the women horny.
It's something
I
that
found-
does it work?
Dr. Huxtable likes.
Dr. Huxtable.
I found out if you're fat and ugly, chloroform works a lot better. Yeah.
It works. Okay.
I ain't fucking about the chloroform for the kids. That shit still makes me laugh.
That was hilarious, man. That
So
was funny
here
shit.
goes. My guy, hey guys, my buddy has a 50-gallon mailbox copper still. How big should the thumper be?
5 gallon.
You may
5 gallons.
Yeah, 5
Five's
gallons.
easy.
You think 5 would do it?
5
you
or
could run a
6.
10 Yeah, you could run a 10 on that if you wanted to.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a 10-gallon.
20%, that'd be 20%. Yeah, you could run a 10.
Yeah, but I mean at 5, I mean that's all I got on mine's like a 8.
Yeah, 5 would be fine. Yeah.
Do you,
Yeah.
Mine's a little
you
bigger
have a
than that.
50. Yeah, yours is a 50, right, Tom?
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about draining it ever or anything. How close is it? You may want to make sure that it's close and that you don't have a lot of space on your arm, and make sure it stays good and hot. You know, because I've seen a lot of people, you know, with really long, you know, lint arms, and then they got another copper pipe, and then they come down 8 feet to the, you know, thumper, and you know that's quite a bit of area for it to cool off. So the closer you keep it, I think the better they tend to work for me.
I don't know. Hey, Fred, we need to call that guy back and see if he will let us know exactly how to make a thumper work.
Oh, yeah. I almost said something like that again.
You put water in it.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Oh,
What
Yeah.
happened?
That shit was so funny.
What happened?
So
I mean,
I
here,
showed that a video
Gotcha,
of that,
Dan.
the little still on with the candles making liquor out of a little
Oh yeah, I
quart still,
saw
right?
that.
Well, the guy said that you have to have water in your thumper or it
gotta-
won't work. And I was like,
You
excuse
gotta
me?
put water in it.
Yeah. Lots of experts out there.
Yeah.
But he said you had to put water in to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't
Or
work
the
without it.
vapor
Man.
would not travel. And I was
It
like,
won't
man,
work without water.
It won't condense in those and build up. No.
I was like, because it runs out the line arm and then drops down, and that's going to be the ambient temperature here, and it'll make its own liquid and then turn back into vapor. And
Yeah.
you know,
It's what
it
I
was
have
trying to
noticed.
fucking chain. You couldn't talk. You
What
couldn't
I
make
have
him
noticed-
understand.
What I have noticed about some of these new guys, I'm a new guy myself, but they don't know the difference between a thumper and the coil.
Right.
Ah,
And
gotcha.
so they think that, you know, yeah, they're thinking that maybe, you know, through your coil, that's the water part.
Right.
They don't know
Well,
a damn
the
thing about a thumper.
The reason I say a 10-gallon would work well is because I'm used to putting tails in it. So I'm used to loading tails in the thumper, and you know, if you load the thumper, you know, with a decent amount, it's probably a good idea to have a little bit bigger than 5, maybe.
Right.
Well,
Dan,
You know,
ask
if
Phil.
you're infusing though, a 5 would be much better because you don't have to use a lot of shit to infuse it with, because you know it's not so big. So just
I
according to
believe
what you
Phil's
want.
got a pretty good recipe on that, Dan.
The mango habanero.
Yeah, I think Phil's got a pretty good recipe on that, if I remember correctly.
So Santa, you put tails in your thumper?
Yeah.
I guess it's better than putting piss.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Okra. I put okra in there too. Man.
I'm diabetic, so I got sugar coming out.
Yes.
That okra does well in there, man.
I bet you I could ferment my piss.
Slime shine, man. Got to get that slime shine on.
Hey, I've even took the damn shit out of the grain bed and put in, you know what I mean, out of the barrel and throw in my thumper, all kinds of shit, man. Just
I've experimented a lot with shit in the thumpers. More recently,
So what do you guys think?
Never thought to infuse and all that.
When I first started running, and I'm posting my runs, that's interesting. I post like one of the things I took a can of peaches, I put it in my thumper, and everybody jumped all over me because I put a can of peaches, and I was gonna clog up my thumper, like stop up the. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean they jumped all over. Another group.
They must not know that there's an inlet side and an outlet side. If you run that thumper backwards, sure, it'll plug. But yeah, they're pushing shit out of the way.
Well, that's what I was saying. I mean,
it's that far down there, and your inlet goes all the way to the bottom.
It was a prominent
most
member of a different group.
And the pipe's already in place. Now, I can see, like, if you've got a lid that you cap on your thumper, and it's coming, the pipe is coming down into the fruit, and you might jab through the fruit with the pipe. That can be an issue. But if you have an injection port, and that's why a lot of people put an elbow at the bottom of the down comber, is so they don't have to worry about jobbing it into a fruit and stopping it up. So it's always nice to put a little elbow down there.
Almost cut on a 45.
But
you're not quite a 45, but you know what I mean. It's cut like
awesome.
The inlet port of the thumper.
Yeah,
cut on the down comber. Just cut it.
Down comber. Okay.
Yeah, it's almost to the bottom, but it's still cut on a slight angle. When it goes down. So,
but you don't have to worry about that getting clogged up by throwing a can of peach.
No,
if you're doing it to an infusion port, you don't have to worry about it because you're dumping it in on top of it. And you're, so you're not worried about jamming it in.
I'm about ready to ban Mark Morgan here.
Do it.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Okra.
Oh, because he's throwing out bad words.
I'm telling you.
I see you, Jay.
Good
night, Mark.
Yeah.
Hi, Jay.
He wants you to move to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh yeah. Before you start running, absolutely make sure that it's not clogged up.
Oh yeah.
With anything, I mean, you should always check your lines before you.
Yeah, you should always blow through your worm before you attach it.
Well, see, or Santa does. Santa sucks.
I don't blow. I just suck the. That way, if there's mud daubers, I like them, man. I chew them up and spit them out.
Get
they have flavor, don't they?
That's like when Tommy inhaled that roach, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
Mud daubers hold flavor.
Start drinking shit.
Yeah.
That's it. What is it? Piss or something? There, drank piss or something that he's trying to. Yeah, it's funny shit, man.
Jay Brennan's in the house.
What's up, Mr. Jay?
What's up,
Jay Brennan. It's his birthday.
Y'all
today,
see that still?
Is it
his
today,
birthday?
Jay, or is it next week?
I didn't see it on my
Today or
Facebook.
next week, I can't remember.
I've been my Facebook. What's up, G?
What's up, Liz?
Dude.
He lives.
And I'm just doing a second cleaning run.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, he's got that new setup from from Wes.
Yeah, dude. It's freaking badass, man.
Hey, I ran some good liquor on that 13 gallons ever.
Saxophone, really? Saxophone.
I got that off of Tom. I got that off of Tom a long time ago.
That's funny.
Nice.
Look at that. Oh, it's next week. I was wrong. My bad. Nobody say happy birthday to Jay because it's not until next week. I was wrong.
Okay.
My bad.
No, you're just on top of it. You're not wrong. You're just on top of shit.
What the hell?
Yeah, I've been working so much over here.
I thought you were
Yeah.
Side by side, baby. Side by side. What's this?
Yeah, another
Hey,
issue. We were talking
you get
about
that
like
video
the
I sent you,
worm.
Ferg?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, my wife is very happy. Thank you. I didn't watch the whole thing. What did you?
It's just the pups playing out there.
Yeah, he's got one of the puppies, and they're adorable.
Yeah, I can't wait for y'all to try Justin Meredith's taco shine, man. That stuff, it's crazy.
I was thinking about doing a mail call on it.
How can you go wrong with tacos?
Oh, it's awesome, man. It's so unique. And that single malt he's got, damn good.
Oh yeah.
Good, damn good.
You think it's pretty good?
Yes, it's very, very good.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah.
Damn.
That's.
So how's Jay tonight?
Jay Brennan, he's at work right now.
Oh,
they posted that still today, didn't it? Was that today they posted the big still they got in?
It's 1 million gallons.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That's what I put. That's what I put on. 1 million gallons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Man, it's too much. That's a lot of fucking liquor there, baby.
It's not me.
That's a serious shit ton right there for sure.
It looks like it was stainless.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of stainless there. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of places have the stainless jacketed boilers with copper, in the
vapor path. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frank.
Man, I've been thinking about that myself.
There's a lot of commercial distilleries, unless it's real old. And I've seen some old, copper works, but most of the jacketed modern stuff is stainless, and some of them is like stainless with the jacketed copper pot. I've seen the combination of those two as well.
Yeah, so Frank, I'm gonna hit you up, and later on in the week, I'm gonna get a couple more spots as well. Just working. It's definitely very big. I bet you Jay's never heard that before, have you?
500 gallons.
Oh, that's cool.
Definitely very big.
500 gallons? Wow, 500, man. That's nice. Wow.
I bet you nobody's ever looked at Jay and been like, wow,
it's
Jay,
so
that's
big.
very big.
That's so big. Don't know if it'll
Jay
fit.
Brent, I love you, man.
So will that fit Jay, the doors, man?
Jay, one of these times
around it.
I know.
Jacketed steam pot and everything else is going to be copper.
Yeah, that's what most
copper. Shows what? Yeah, nice.
Santa, Kentucky's winning.
Good. Nice. They should against Troy. It'll be our first NCAA win in 3 years. That'd be nice.
We're doing something right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay. Jay, one of these times when I'm up here, brother, I need to get hooked up with you and get to see you.
What are you watching it on?
Let's take a field trip.
What are you watching it on?
I'm just looking at the
play-by-play.
Yeah, this is what I do.
On YouTube.
Yeah, I'm the one that does it for the schools I work for. I do these stats.
Right.
Yeah. So
I've got one YouTube link. I usually watch the games on YouTube, no problem. But I guess the NCAA tournament, they're being real strict. But there's one on there, and it just shows the kind of the play-by-play.
Yeah.
But it doesn't show any. It just kind of describes it with words. It doesn't say. It doesn't show the actual video of the game.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll catch the second next round or whatever.
That Louisville game busted my bracket.
Did it? Louisville lose?
Yeah, they lost last night.
Did they really?
Yeah, bad.
Louisville.
Creighton gave him a little spanking.
I can't say. I root for Louisville if they're not playing Kentucky. And my brother used to live there, and I like Louisville, so I can't say much about it.
I have Florida winning it all, Dale.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow. Florida.
Well, probably some of it's because, I don't know.
Auburn. Have you seen Auburn play?
Well, I think they can do it, but I don't know. I just picked
Auburn,
Florida.
man. They are tough.
I'm happy.
Alabama and Auburn.
Yeah.
Tough.
I'm happy for Bruce Pearl. Bruce Pearl is he was awesome at Tennessee.
Well, because you're from Tennessee, you can say that, but I'm not a big fan of Brucey.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Well, I'm not a Tennessee fan whatsoever. No offense to anybody, but
he's a damn good coach. I'm not going to take that from you.
I was born in Kentucky. Yeah, I was born in Kentucky and raised to hate Tennessee.
Some of the things he puts up with from his players, me as a coach, I would not. That's all I can say. He gives him a little bit more reign and free reign to do some things and say some things, and he does say some things himself that enacts and does some things that I wouldn't.
Well, that's why he's not
an Tennessee, but he's a great coach.
Yeah.
All right, Damon, it's 9 o'clock. Go to bed.
Yeah. I got to get out of here, guys. I got to bounce.
Yeah. I tried to get up before they started. I guess he was already in bed.
Yeah. I got to get up at 4 a.m.
Do you really?
So, yeah. Fun time.
We'll hold the fort down for you.
Good night.
Toodles.
Y'all have a good night.
Later, Dan.
I will talk
Later,
to you
Tater. Love, peace, and chicken grease.
I might need you tomorrow night, man.
Maybe.
Yeah, we should be done.
All right, brother.
Damn okra.
Hey, I told him the other day on the phone, I said, I'm going to plant a whole row of okra and put a fucking damn picture out of him out there on front. Says, Damon's Road, do not touch.
Put him in a Speedo.
I am making some fucking slime shine. You wait and see. And I'm not going to tell him what it is. He's going to be afraid.
I was thinking about doing the same thing, Santa.
I'm doing it.
I was thinking about doing it.
I'm going to.
I'll be right back. I got to go stir this mash on the stove, so I'll be right back.
All right,
all right, bud.
Yeah, you better. This shit scorch.
Stop. No.
But yeah, I'm going to. I'd like to have a smaller still to do it in, I don't
what you need, buddy?
15 gallons of slime shine, but
you need a 5-gallon.
I think I got everything together.
I got a 7.5 I could do it in. Yeah,
I got a 7.5 inch. I've got a 7.5 gallon keg back there that you can.
Yeah, I've got one too. I wasn't thinking about that.
I got a couple of those.
Yeah, I've got a 15 and 7.5 and
a 5.
I can use that 7.5. I don't have 5. Stop. But I need one for.
You know what? I got everybody else in damn little 3-gallon fucking kegs, and I never did get one for myself.
You didn't?
Nope.
I didn't get one either. I'm going to get one though that I can pressurize for like my champagnes and sparkling wines and all that.
Could you do it with a regular corny keg, with the top that comes out?
Well, I've got a tri-clamp top for pressurizing and letting off pressure.
That you hook the pressure side and it's got the relief side on it and everything. Yeah, those are cool.
Yep. I've got that already to just for that purpose to put on a keg. I mean, I could do it on the 7.5, but I'd like to have the tall ones to.
Damon, look, I got him right here. Check this out.
That's funny.
I'd like to have some, hopefully, before Summer Jam. So I can sneak him a bottle of that, and
he probably won't know what it is, and he tastes it, and he'll love it.
Yeah, he'll love it. Guarantee.
I'm about to just go buy a bunch of damn frozen okra. You know what I mean? Just back here in the damn not breaded, and just make up a big ass batch of it. That sounds like
we had cleaned out the fridge yesterday, but we ended up throwing away. We had a giant bag of the kimchi, but it was fermented okra.
Man,
I should have. I think about it.
Yeah,
it was from like one of those Asian things.
Oats.
Yeah, they do a lot of aging, like Tom was saying, barrels and stuff. They do that soy. They ferment that soy and make the soy that way too.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that? Look right there. Anyone put a light smoke on some flaked oats?
Yeah.
I've never put a light smoke on any flaked oats, but I've done whole grain oats and then ground them and then smoked them.
Yeah. You could definitely do it.
I mean,
a lot of people.
It would probably take smoke pretty quick too.
Yeah, it would. That's what I'm thinking. The way it is. So.
Yeah, you could probably do it on one of them bar top smokers like they do for glass. When you're buying like an old fashioned or something.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
Probably do it.
Give one of those smoking guns.
Because you ain't gonna need much.
Get you one of them smoking guns. You get you a big pan.
One of those little metal pizza pans that's got all the little tiny holes in it.
Oh yeah.
Just kind of lay them out on that, and put them in a smoker, and indirect heat. Smoke hell out of them. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I've not smoked oats. I use oats in about everything that's grain, but I've never smoked those. I've smoked other things. A lot of other things.
I use that's one of my secrets too. Is I use oats in just damn near everything.
Yeah.
I
like
what kind of oats do you use? Do you get
it smooths it out? It gives it a mellow flavor.
Yeah, I bought some of the rolled oats from Tractor Supply.
Right.
They're not rolled oats. They're crimped oats or something. They're not. Do you know what I mean?
Here's what I'm gonna tell you what the difference is a rolled oats, what they call in the feed side, is not like steamed rolled oats like you buy from that fucking Miss Bush. You know, the Miss Bush, the old lady Miss Bush, her husband was president. It's on the Quaker lady.
Yeah.
Anyway,
nice.
But no, so it's completely different. The only thing you're buying rolled oats for is because it goes through a rolling process that breaks the husk off of it.
Gotcha.
That's it. And it just breaks the husk and it exposes the kernel is pretty much all you're buying.
Yeah. And then they try to need, really.
Yeah, and then they try to blow the husk away, and it don't happen all the time. But
it passes over like a screen conveyor, and it just blows underneath it, and it just
blows air and it's sucked up.
Wouldn't that be helpful when you're putting it in your mash bill? I mean, without the husk on it, it would be
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The husk isn't going to hurt anything, I don't think. It almost be kind of like a thinning agent, kind of like a rice hulls do.
Well, so if I buy whole oats from a feed mill, then I will grind some, just to break the husk off of them.
Right.
And then that husk also helps hold your cap on really, really good. It'll make a thick, heavy cap. The husk will, And when it fucking falls, it's fault. I mean, you know what I mean? It takes everything.
Right.
You're going to have a bunch of extra float.
We were talking about that day. Yeah, you can use the steel cut, any of those. Pretty
much. When I run oats through my mill, I mean, I've got about 5 different plates that I can put in my mill. And I don't use the smallest one. I use the third one. I think three or 4 down where the hole's a pretty good size. So when it falls out, I mean, it's not powdered and nothing like that, but a lot of the husk has come off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He's going to scorch his mash. I'm not watching it.
No, I'm not. No, I got the heat cut off. I've already. I stirred the corn. I'm just waiting for the temperature to drop down so I can put my glucose in there. I might have to cook like fucking 3 times though. This is the biggest mash I've ever done at once. It's gonna be like damn near 40 pounds of fucking grain.
There you go, baby.
Yeah.
What are you mashing in?
A trash can.
Oh, okay. Hey, that works.
I don't know anybody. Well, I know I've used them. I guarantee you I've used them.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah. Just a 32-gallon trash can, just the cheapest shit I could find. But I think I'm gonna
also these people talking about, you got a Star Santa and everything else, dude. I got a trash can one time and I fucking rinsed that bitch out. Fucking took Dawn dishwasher liquid, one of them fucking Dollar Tree fucking mops, washed that bitch out, rinsed it out. It probably had a fucking Oreo wrapper still in it. I don't fucking know.
The main thing about using Star Sand. The main thing about using Star Sand is if you're brewing beer. If you're brewing beer, you don't want nothing to touch after you put your mash.
It's wine making,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But when it comes to moonshine, you're bringing the alcohol out.
Yeah. Anybody that worries
alcohol
about
is going to
garbage
sanitize
can
everything.
has never seen a dunder pit. That's all I got to say.
I know that's what I'm.
That's right.
I like Dawn dish detergent. I use that shit all the damn time. I clean everything with it.
So I had a Bloody Butcher, and my trash can fermented all the way out, and then I had a Afraid you got your mash tuns are like that too. Those yellow ones that's got the twist top. Well, that one, it never. I couldn't have it. It was the same mash bill in both, and the one in the yellow never fermented out all the way.
It's the yellow.
It's the yellow. It had to be.
It has
it's
to
the
be
color.
yellow.
Yeah,
it's the color.
I've never had a problem with them.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually use that one for my rum. That's how I always use that one for rum.
I'm trying to figure out how the spectrum would affect that yellow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take that whole mash and probably boil it and kill all the bacteria or whatever, and then just re-ferment.
Yeah.
It's like,
hey, why don't you? Why don't you pump it from that one to another blue or blackberry?
I was gonna say put it in the blue one and see if it changes. All of a sudden,
don't touch it.
See if it works.
Kick back off, just for shits and fucking giggles.
Just experiment.
I'll do that.
You know what I mean? Just to see, because that would be a fucking cool topic to talk about. Because I would go buy a fucking like
that'd
a
50-gallon yellow to research why it did make a difference if it does. Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, I have no idea why. It went from like 1070 down to like 1030, 1040 somewhere. And I did. It's kind of like, Wes was doing that with
Does this have molasses or anything in it? Or?
No, it didn't. No, it was just basically, well, it had rye, barley, and bloody butcher. And I ended up, I think I might have put a little bit of sugar in it to boost the gravity, but I couldn't never get that one to ferment all the way. I've run I had a Ace Hardware red trash can that I used, and I've already done I did the first run and then a first generation, I guess, sour mash of the other one, and I split it in half and put it in two.
Right, so it was all mixed up and went into 2 barrels at the same time.
And then I split it in half. Yeah. And one of them fermented all the way out, and then I ran a sour mash. And the liquor was fantastic.
One didn't settle any, right? You stirred it up good, and each got about the same amount of the yeast and all the yeast bed and all that was combined.
Well, I mean, I didn't pitch yeast until after I split it out.
Oh, okay.
I pitched yeast in both.
That's crazy, man.
I've even pitched, like I did Angel Yellow Label, and then I even did. Oh,
well, there you go. You can't use the yellow label in the yellow fermenter, man.
That's what it
was. Had a code yellow.
You can think they love
double
each
yellow,
other.
man.
Code yellow. Yeah. Well, I got rid of the yellow label, and now I'm back to I got Tracy
I'm gonna
Baumgartner's.
experiment some with that. So. I'm gonna try it with some rice. I'm gonna try it with some grains and stuff. I can't wait to experiment with that this year, man.
It's tripping me out, man. I don't know what's happening.
I'm about to get on.
Darker the barrel, the better.
I mean, yellow fucking barrel. I want to try that now.
Yeah, that's interesting. It'd be. I've never thought about that. It's interesting. If it does make a difference, that'd be definitely interesting experiment for some thesis.
Weird though, because I have 2 of them, and I've never had a problem.
Yeah, that's what Frade mashes in. I mean, his mash, that's what you mash in, right?
Yeah, I use 22-gallon yellow lab pack barrels. I've never had a problem with them coming dry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just cool, though. I mean,
well, maybe I'll have to bring mine to your house, Ferg, and make mine tell yours what to fucking do.
Well, what I was thinking is it got like a bacteria in it, and then
maybe
it's possible.
And then it wouldn't ferment.
Location. Something that the yeast didn't just kill the yeast, something.
But see, I pitched yeast in it again. You know what I mean? Like I even repitched yeast. I checked the pH. I did all the stuff, that you would do. Make sure the temperatures are right.
Yeah, if you didn't pour it from the same mash that was made, I would guess that you had some unfermentables that But they both went in. The other one finished dry, so that
they
dried. Make a lot of sense, man. That's crazy.
Great liquor. I mean,
so where's Tom? Did you talk to Phil Billy before the show?
Yeah, and he will explain to me tomorrow or something why he's not here. Something's going on, and I'm not at liberty to say.
Right.
But I'll just put it this way. Y'all just keep him in your thoughts and your prayers, because I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't know, and I'm not going to say a bunch of shit because I don't know. That's just the way you know what I mean. But he just told me I'll explain it to you later, and I left it at that.
Yeah,
so it could be something fucking really, really good, or it could be something really bad. But either way,
let's hope it's something positive. So
let's just keep it on the positive side, please. You know,
there you go.
Definitely.
YELLOWBARRELS.
Yeller barrel.
And everything I got is fucking blue.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Hydra Man, what's you got going on here? 8 acres of Indian corn, and landowner wants to plant white hickory king next to the Indian. You got to get some of that Ohio blue and Oaxacan.
Okay, and I meant to tell him. I talked to Randy on the phone about this, and I meant to tell him if you plant them about 2 or 3 weeks apart, if you will wait for your Indian corn or your hickory king to come up at least 4 or 5 inches, and then go back and plant the other one will fucking top out, tassel out, and everything else, and the other one will be catching up to it, and hopefully. But plant your shortest one first, and that may be the Indian corn, because hickory king grows fucking 10 foot tall. So I don't know.
Well, the one that requires the least growing season. So some of them take like the taller ones require a little bit longer, and you won't get cross pollination. That's right.
Yeah, and I meant to tell him, and I was on the phone. I was trying to cook and everything else, and we was on the phone, and then when I got off the phone, I meant to call him back and tell him that just plant them fucking 2 or 3 weeks opposite of each other, and the shortest one first.
Yeah.
Because it'll grow up, tassel out, and be ready to go, and then plant the other one. That'll keep some of it from cross pollinating. I'm not saying all of it, but
And as long as you get something new every year from outside, you don't have to worry about it carrying over to year and getting worse and worse and worse, with the cross pollination. Just, do it fresh every year, get seeds from external. And unless you're trying to create a blend, you can create a blend, and make something.
But even if you create a blend after the 3rd year, it's going to revert back to what it was anyway, because it won't carry over after the 3rd year. I mean, if I remember reading that shit right.
Right. I don't know that much about it. I know Alan Bishop, created that Amanda Palmer by, kind of cross pollinating and doing a lot of crossing and stuff. It was a pretty interesting read.
Have y'all ever tried that stuff?
Yeah,
Amanda Palmer.
Yeah.
Is it? I was wanting to try it, but I don't know about nobody's ever really.
It's really good. It's probably not something you'd want to use alone, but it's great with other stuff. And Alan said the same. He likes it as a combination on his earthy kind of. But with a lot of, like with some Ohio blue or some Oaxacan or something, to kind of add to the character, it definitely adds, some character to the blend. It's good stuff for sure.
What about I was also curious in Argentine and orange or something like that?
Yeah, Argentine orange is real good.
It's
real good.
Yeah.
Those were 2 I've been wanting to mess with.
Yeah, I've never done much Argentine orange, and I haven't done the Oaxacan green yet either. I'm really interested in trying.
We got up there where Chris Fortner, we're going to hang out with him. They got a bunch of that green, and I guess I'm going to try that.
Yeah, they say it's pretty sweet and good.
Yeah, that's what I think it was Shua was talking about. The green's supposed to carry a lot of sweet flavor or something.
Yeah.
He said something about the keratinization in the shell or the hull or something.
Yeah, Jay, I guess Amanda's used a lot of that too. It's a great combo for sure. It's definitely a really good.
Check
combo.
it out.
Yeah, I got some off Wayne, and it's good stuff.
Ain't no yellow barrels in my neighborhood.
No yeller barrels.
Yeah.
I use blue ones.
Isn't that what they use at the
blue
rodeo?
ones with the red tops.
Don't they use those yellow barrels at the rodeo or something?
Yeah.
No wonder why they got it from Wyoming, huh?
Yeah, there you go, man. It's rodeo barrels.
That's funny.
I don't know. I might get some of them orange and white ones out there off the damn side of the highway,
Yeah,
That's the Florida state flower.
Are you the one that got those from Maggie last year? Somebody stole the damn barrels out of Maggie. Fucking mashing with those some bitches, man. Somebody stole them. They did, man. That was funny as shit. Because they were going around to everybody. Have you heard of who took those orange barrels, man? They were spazzing out. Who took the orange barrels?
Well, you know, if you keep fucking with them up there, they're going to shut that thing down. They're already getting more and more difficult. And
yeah, I know.
Does everything she can.
Highway barrels. I've never thought about it, but probably make a pretty nice mash barrel.
There you go.
Yeah.
Floridians use those as targets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they hit them every damn day. They'll run their vehicle right into them and not even know it was there.
When we was young, we jumped out of the car and the teenagers, and we grabbed one of those little flashing lights that they have, you know, on top of those barrels. We thought we were smart. We thought there was just like this light switch on it. You turned on and off, but it isn't. It's one of them little holes, and you got to push like an Allen wrench or something in there, turn it off. So we're blasting down the road, and this thing's going beep, bleep, bleep.
Lisa got the barrels, man. Lisa got them. I'm telling everybody. Lisa took the barrels.
Yeah, don't get out of the house. So.
Yeah, we had acquired like a few stop signs and shit one night, Lisa. You know, and we was barreling ass down the road, and sure enough, one of them had stood up. And then, you know, like you got that little bitty space in between the fucking tailgate and the fucking truck bed. And somebody slid back and wedged up in it, then stood straight up in the air. And here we were just riding down the road, didn't even know it, you know. Not all this was just glistening like fucking new money out there. We're out there still, acquiring stop signs back in the day.
Repossessing them,
yes,
repossessing. That's right.
I had to use that for floorboards in a fucking old like 987 Datsun truck. So
yeah, that's a Datsun.
Hell yeah,
that'd be good.
I used to have a Datsun pickup truck.
That'd be a Mercedes hood on it.
We damn spot welded them some bitches in there, man. Fucking shot the undercoat to it, and man, that looked so much like new money when we sold it.
Yeah, I'm thinking some of these signs that, you know, like some of the larger signs, cut them down, make a nice little bed liner or a bed. In my old pickup, it needs something
nice.
Yeah, it'll be all right there.
Shots.
Hey,
I just did mine.
Boy done. Is he too good to jump in there with us?
I did mine too, but I'll do it again.
Yeah.
I'll do it again too. I guess I went out of turn.
Damn, y'all better keep on drinking. Mark Morgan's calling it for twice now.
Yeah.
Double.
Well, I was sitting here trying to bang and make a dinging noise, but it won't do it.
I was wondering what the hell that was.
I was trying to make a dinging noise. I don't have a ding-a-ling. I need to be my Chuck Berry.
You can't play with my ding-a-ling.
Hell yeah, Chuck Berry.
Mine ain't dinging.
That show.
It's just langing.
I don't have one.
Hey Tom, how far away are you from Maggie Valley?
Speaking of ding,
what did you say about Maggie Valley?
How far away are you from there?
Me?
Yeah, how many hours does it take you?
2 hours.
Oh, okay, that's a long haul.
I didn't realize you was that far. I guess
Well,
you're closer to Knox.
I mean, I can be at Newport in, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour, and then just going through the gorge and everything else, and then getting all the way to there, you know, it's right at 2 hours. I'm just
the reason I was asking, we're doing our honeymoon thing down there, but she's taking a few more days off, and we're planning on trying to, you know, like Sunday going a couple more, you know, like going and seeing, you know, going and staying the night and checking out stuff. That's the reason I was trying to see like how far away you was.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Speaking of dingling, how'd you like your package, Tom?
Loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I told
send Lisa my address again. I think she lost my address.
We're talking about Tom's package.
Dude, the funniest thing was, I told it last week, you know, because I've had it for a week now. I know.
It's on the militia page, Roy.
So literally, dude, it was the fucking funniest thing. It showed up, and it was from the U.S. Small Condom Company. Address, and I knew it was from New Hampshire, so I was like, I kind of know where this is going.
Yeah.
But the greatest thing on the back, in great ass big freaking 1-inch letters across the back, it says, "We provide protection for your small imperfection." It was the greatest thing in the world. What pissed me off, though, is I fucking folded it up and was going to stick it in the box, and I don't know if it got thrown away. I was going to put it out on the fucking out on the wall. It was the greatest thing in the world. It pissed me off because I can't find it. I don't know if the grandson grabbed it. I'm not blaming him. Just I don't know if he grabbed it, like threw it away.
He might have.
He just threw. So but it was fucking awesome. We provide protection for your small imperfection.
I kind of knew about that beforehand, but I couldn't. I was sworn to secrecy.
It was.
Didn't it say something like we would add ribs, but it's not long enough?
Yeah, only one rib couldn't fit anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did mine say that on it? I don't know if it did. It may have. I don't know. I was too fucking busy gawking at the back of it, going, "That's awesome."
Well, I got a twofer out of that because my boyfriend had to take it to the post office and face the lady behind the counter.
That's awesome.
That is funny.
It was great.
Man, I got a kick out of that when she told me. That's classic for sure.
Yeah, because the guy brought it all the way to the door, handed it to me, everything. Yeah.
Did he look at you funny?
Yeah, it's great. Loved it. Absolutely.
Super Small Condom Company.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was the best.
You never know. That postman may be sending some requests. He may be saying, like, you got a catalog or a website or something.
That's funny.
Never know.
I had to do something.
Oh, it was awesome. I'm glad. It made my day. I needed a good laugh. Yes. And did y'all see her coin? Yes. I got a damn poker chip. I got everything. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere out. I've got a stack of addresses here, people that wanted them.
I want a poker chip, Lisa.
Is my name in the stack? Is my name in that stack? My name.
You can send me your address.
Oh, you don't have my address, Lord.
Oh.
I was wondering why I was being ostracized. Now, have you ever seen like seamstresses? They have like instead of a thimble, it's like a little rubber thing that they put over their fingers so that they don't,
rubber thumb thing.
Yeah. That's what you should. That's your little condom, Tom. Tom Thumb. There we go. Tom Thumb.
It was awesome.
Condom company.
So speaking of Tom Thumb, I'll tell you a quick story. There was a guy sold Toyota trucks back in the early 90s in Charleston, West Virginia. And I called down there, and a buddy of mine was like, this dude's slinging deals. And I was going to try to buy one. So I called down there, and I said, I need to speak to Tom Thumb. True story. That was his name. And she said, may I ask who's calling? And I said, it's Tom Crumb. She fucking hung up on me. So I called back again. And I was like, this is Tom Crumb. I need to speak to Tom Thumb. Hung up on me again. Finally, I had to call like on a Saturday or something when the fucking front desk girl wasn't working.
Yeah, that's when you say, can I speak to your manager, please?
Oh, it was crazy. She was like, you got to quit calling me prank. And I was like, I'm telling you, lady, this is my name. It was awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
What's
going on, David Dance? Hope you feeling good, brother.
Yeah, no kidding. I hope he is feeling good.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody that I sent stickers to and a magnet to didn't get us coins, so their name is already on the list of just send them a coin.
Well, I'm glad I'm on the bottom, so I get a coin.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't got stickers and a magnet yet, so you'll get a coin.
I'm on the bottom because
I got those and 4-leaf clovers.
She's got me on the shit list.
I know I got one 4-leaf clover left out of 100.
Some of the leaves fell off of them though, but I just hung them up on the wall.
This summer I'll get some more.
I ain't ever found a 4-leaf clover in my entire life, so I'm amazed.
Hundreds. I've given thousands away over the years. Every year.
It's impressive.
Lisa, I sent you a PM.
Actually, I was teasing you. You sent me 4-leaf clovers and stickers. I didn't get a magnet, but I got stickers and all that.
Oh,
I think I might have been one of the first person you
got a
sent
magnet I'll sell you for $5, Santa.
You might work yourself a barter. I'm a kind of a barter kind of guy.
Well, anyway, let me back up. Not only did I get all of that from Lisa, I also got that barrel heater and some stuff from Joe Swisstock all on the same day. But Lisa sent Ginger a damn regular like sandwich bag full of little dime bags of seeds, like purple hollyhocks, all this stuff, echinacea plant, all this stuff. And so, she sent us
purple cones, man. Those are good.
It was super cool. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, we used to have a bunch of those purple cones. Echinacea, that's some good stuff, man.
Oh yeah. So I think I'm gonna get its own like raised flower beds. I think I'm gonna do some of those this year. I've got it.
Once you plant those, man, they just keep going. They get bigger and bigger.
I'm about to do something.
They grow really well here.
So how do I get on that list? Well,
it's a handshake kind of thing, so it wouldn't hurt if you sent her a little something.
That was the T-shirts. Everybody that sent me a handshake got a T-shirt.
Yeah, that's fine. I get the T-shirt. I'm slacking. I'm sorry, Lisa. I'll get it. I promise.
Look at that.
I promise.
Foster's got you a package leaving out tomorrow, Miss Lisa.
Yeah, I ain't home, but I'll definitely take care of that when I get home.
Just got some.
Are you still in Florida?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Maybe wasn't.
All right.
No.
No, I'm at my fiance's daughter's house. We had to come work on my fiance's house. She's got a house down here. She rents out. We may move down here one day when we get old.
What part of Florida?
Sanford. It's north of Orlando. I call it Stanford. It's Sanford, north of Orlando.
Sanford.
Yeah, they got an airport there that Allegiant flies in and out of too, so that makes it awesome.
Really?
Yeah, we can fly round trip. Sometimes before she moved up, she used to fly up and see me for like $60-$70 round trip. You have to wait until certain times of the year to get those deals, but yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah, it's nice down here, man. It's like 60-70 degrees and sunny as fuck. It's beautiful down here. If it stayed that way, I'd move here, but man, it gets so fucking hot down here.
Yeah, when it gets ball and hot fucking in August,
Too many days in the 90 here for me, man.
Well, I don't mind it if I'm going to the beach. You know what I mean? If I'm staying,
I like to come to fish and hang out for a week or two or whatever.
I live in Florida.
You see this redheaded bald head, man? That just
I saw what happened when you was in fucking damn Beattyville last year. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
You don't
make that, Santa.
Yeah, you cook an egg on that thing, man, in Beattyville this year. God, it was bad. Or last year. I look forward to going this year. We need to get Donnie on and talk to him. Definitely. Is that Roy blumping in there? No, not yes, sure. Boy. Finally, man.
Get a poo. There's Phil.
Phil says, "You shut up and get a pool."
What's up? Yeah, I got a pool. I let the ducks use it, man. I got tired of taking care of the damn thing, man. I tell you, I think I could belong to a country club cheaper than it costs to maintain a damn pool every year. Let somebody else do it.
Sorry, bro. Hey. I'm slacking.
I want to know why Freight's sitting back in the dark.
Well, I was on my laptop. My laptop's been fucking up lately, so I went out of my brew room and came in my living room to kick back on my recliner and watch TV while I'm talking to y'all.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can see your forehead, but and just a slight glimpse of your beady little eyes.
That's a 5 head. Thank you very much.
Mine's a 10.
Hey, Phil.
What's up, Phil?
Roy, too.
What's up, Roy?
What up, Roy?
Oh, not a whole lot. I got my still running. Waiting for the up.
Nice. What happened to G Liz? Did he fall off there too?
Yeah, I reckon so.
He got mash going. Maybe he's back here.
Feel.
Yeah, it does, man. It's better just to sit back and feed the ducks in the pool. I've got ducks. I got frogs, man, and I can hear.
Yeah.
It's like having a pond, you know.
I was going to got a damn gallon of bleach the other day. When the hell did that shit go up to $5?
The Clampett's concrete pond, you know. I'm thinking about stocking a damn thing with fish. I swear I might put some bluegill on that son bitch.
Put some koi fish in it.
Let's say it's good, yeah.
I tell you what, I could probably put those damn what do they call them? Shit, what's that?
And the scum
fish that everybody's eating these damn days. They're using in sewage treatment plants to keep everything clean.
Tilapia.
Yeah. And people eat those things.
I know, man.
I used to eat them until I found out what they was.
Yeah, right.
This
higher on the food chain than that.
The ones that they use in sewage treatment plants to eat the solids, they sell those as food stuff, and they're allowed to. Our USDA allow that shit.
Tilapia is nothing but tilapia is nothing but a glorified carp.
It's genetically modified too.
Yeah, exactly right. It's genetically modified.
What they used to do over those they had a 3-tiered system, and they would have like feeder pigs. They'd have finishing pigs on the very top. The second would be your in-betweens, and then the bottom would be the small feeder pigs. And they feed the top ones full rations and everything else, because I don't know if y'all know, but a damn hog only digests about 60% of what it injects.
But they can tear a human body apart in minutes.
That's getting better than me.
So it shits to the second level, you know what I mean? And then that's whenever they get to the third levels, when they give them all the antibiotics and clean them out, you know what I mean? Then the next level eats, then the third level eats, mostly all the shit. And this is true. And then underneath of it was tilapia farms. Yeah. And it would just fucking fall through the steel grates, man. I mean, it was a fucking killer idea, but I don't want to eat anything that comes out of there anymore.
Where I learned about them, I was watching it was a show like on the fish hatcheries, and like the tilapia was the last end of it. Like, same type of thing, but they were eating all the waste off of all the other better fish ahead of it.
Yeah. I was wondering if they can claim a
That's when I quit eating them. They actually taste good if you know how to cook them.
Yeah,
but after I seen that, I was just
eaten them before I found out how nasty they are. Same with the clay or those sway they were talking about. Those they're a real sweet catfish, tastes real sweet flavored meat on those sway, but they do them the same way. They raise them in shit ponds, just like the.
Yeah. Dude, I would rather eat damn creek chubs all day long than
no
way.
Yeah. I'd eat carp.
Ain't no way. Tom Fleming.
My doorbell thing just went off.
That ain't good.
No, somebody walking around out front or out back.
Of your house?
Yeah.
It's one of them ass squatches.
Yeah, it's probably somebody driving down the street. 90%.
Oh, you said you're in Florida now.
Yeah.
Hope you got that place locked up like Fort Knox.
Yeah, I've got security all around, man. They call these people call me. You will buy a security system? I'm like, I've got 2. I think I'm good. I got CCTV recording 24/7, and I got the Ring cams in the back and the front on those. Arlo actually, but yeah.
We just got retarded dogs.
Yeah,
I
got one of them. He's laying over the street.
They have that one. It's free on the internet. That Albert, I think it's called. You have to have like a phone that you use for your visual and a phone that you see it on. So you use an old phone and just put it wherever you want it.
Oh, cool.
It's free on the internet. They have a plan that you can buy, but It's free.
Yeah, this one that I've got is free. The only thing that you pay for is for the recording, and I've got that on the CCTV cam, so I don't need the recording part. It just notifies me. I like the notification when something's moving in the front or back, and somebody driving down the street.
So. I got mine works too, Santa, and it records all the time, and if it's moving on any cameras, it'll tell me.
Yep.
I have dogs for that.
Yep. That's what mine is. I get dogs.
Everyone around here knows I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That and when you have a neighbor that's former Navy SEAL and works for the government.
Yep. That helps. They keep a watch out for things. You know, they got cams too. I want to get me one of these drones with cam.
I just got one for my birthday last week. They're fucking fun, dude.
Man, I'm gonna get me a little recon drone.
She got me one, and it come on Friday. I broke the son bitch within 15 minutes. She said, "You want to send that one back and go get one from Walmart?" And I said, "I think we're better off to send that one back, get a refund, and go to Walmart, and that way I can just get."
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start with the cheapo, a $49 one from the internet or whatever.
I think this one's like $50 or $60.
After I learn how to do the damn.
I have $900 one. Camera sucks.
I have about 5 drones. But there's one that flies out here in my yard that I'm going to shoot down. It's not mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
careful, man.
That's right. My son saw it the other day. He said the dog was out there barking like crazy. Now, she only barks at birds, at buzzards and stuff like that out in the yard. She'll chase a rabbit and whatever and everything else. But if there's something in the air, she goes shit-faced crazy.
Really?
And my son said that she was out there just going schizo. And when he walked out the door, looked up, there was a damn drone flying just above our tree line out here.
Right.
And I said, well, I got a shotgun in there, son. Shoot it out the fucking sky. It don't belong here.
Well, according to the law, they can fly those things anywhere they want to, except restricted airspaces or around airports, things like that. But technically, because like airplanes fly over and they can't restrict those from flying over a subdivision, of course, you can't say the HOA says you can't fly your 747 Delta over my subdivision. So they use the same law with the drones. So actually, I was the same way. Fly a drone over my pool while my old lady's out there laying out in the sun. It's coming down.
It's coming down.
Yeah,
regardless, I don't care what that law says.
I got it's coming down.
If you're over my property, you're in my airspace. If you're in my airspace, I'm going to shoot you down.
Well, I hope when I get my little electric flying car, I ain't flying around. I need to program you into the no-fly zone.
just honk your horn before you come over.
Right. That's what I was saying. When we were talking about all those drones that's flying around Jersey, and everybody talking about shooting them out of the sky. I'm like, God damn, man, that could be Elon Musk up there flying around in car.
Hell yeah.
Can y'all hear that dryer? It's not interfering, is it?
No, I can't hear it.
Okay.
I can hear the slacks hitting the walls, yeah.
What you drying?
My son stepped in dog piss, so I washed his shoes, put it in the dryer.
He's drying his slacks.
I'm drying my son's shoe. He stepped in piss, so I washed it in the sink.
They make hell of a noise, man. Yeah. If I'm doing shoes, though, I'll throw towels in there with it. Just cut down on.
It's a house shoe. It's a house shoe. It's not like a real shoe.
Not a tennis shoe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jay, that's facts, man. I mean, and you'll have to buy the drone. So if it's like a $2,000-$3,000 drone, man. Yeah, it could get costly, but yeah, if they fly over my yard and pool while my old ladies out there laying out, I don't care. They can come.
I'll tell you one thing:
if they come in my yard, I'm going to shoot the motherfuckers down because
those little cheap ones, they're hard to fly in the wind.
Yeah. The good ones, man, they compensate for that shit, man. They work.
Yeah, they got a gyro in them.
Yeah. I'll work my way up to one of them DJI Phantoms or whatever they are.
That's what I'm wanting.
Yeah, I'm gonna start out with El Cheapo, so I can just learn how to maneuver it by looking at my damn telephone. I guess
I let my son operate mine because when I take it out there, it'll go up and up and up, and it gets too far away, and it's like, oh, I have no fucking control. So I just let it drop and fall to the fucking ground.
I bought one. It was probably about. I bought one about 3 or 4 years ago, and I think I paid like $80 for it. I flew it for like the first day or two, and the third day I flew it up, and the wind caught it. And that's when I was living back up on the mountain, and I just watched that thing. And I kept hitting the kill button. Nah, it just went over and landed in a tree. Right? I never saw it again. I was like, I should have just took that money and just threw it up in the air.
Yeah. Once it gets away from your remote control, it's on its own.
Yeah,
it wasn't because it wasn't away from the remote control. It's just the wind grabbed it and just kept taking it.
Yeah. The good ones, have a GPS. They remember where home is, so
you can hit it and come back, but they're heavier.
Where it can't connect anymore, it just flies back where it started. But that's a good one. What's going on, Kimbo?
I say you'd think with all the technology,
Floyd?
They'd be able to program something in, 500 yards or something, that's going out of range.
The thing is that you have to find the right one, and usually the right one costs X amount of dollars that we can't afford.
Yeah, I agree, Jay. I mean, they don't see it any different than shooting at an airplane flying over or anything like that.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't care. It's a drone.
There's no expectation of privacy in public, but it should be. There should be a.
Well, there's clauses that look, like if you try to make your yard private by adding a fence, and somebody uses like a big long pole to stick a camera over it, that's illegal. But if they have like a camera on their roof and it's next to your house looking over the fence, that's not. So it's kind of funny the way the law reads. I read through all that shit, and it's really weird. And it basically boils down to a lot of how a judge will interpret it, because there's a lot open interpretation for it. But technically, you really don't have much of an expectation where
if there's a drone in my yard, they have, like I said, there's no business for them to be looking in my yard. It might be a neighbor, it might be one of the farmers, but still. There's no reason for them to be looking in my yard. If they were standing on the other side of my fence with a pair of binoculars, they're on the other side of the fence.
Right.
They're not in my yard, over my house. Okay? Yeah. They're getting too close. I'm going to shoot them down.
Well, I will say this, I got mine because I got the camera, but it sucks so bad. Most of the time when I'm flying it, I don't even use the camera anymore. I just enjoy just flying it around.
Yeah, I want to get one where I can tell what.
If you got one of the good ones, then it's a little bit different. But just if you're getting like under $100 model, you're not going to be taking.
You're not getting it right.
All right, damn.
It's too glitchy. It's jumping around and shit like that.
Right.
Mine takes good quality, but it's just jumpy. It looks like what Santa's doing right now. Having a seizure. Hey, I got a question, Santa. A legit question. I got my sour mash it's been ready to run since January. I mean, this shit is crystal clear. It looks good. But what I'm wanting to do like a jalapeno add in it, but it's crystal clear. And what I'm thinking about doing is sucking all the liquid down and just leaving like a half an inch so I can keep that sour mash going. But if I take that liquid and I chop up like some jalapenos or pulverize them in a food processor and I put it in that mash and let it set for like a week, do you think that'll carry over, or should I add?
Just infuse with it, man. Just put it in a thumper.
Well, I'm going to do that too, but I was just wanting to bring some of that spicy jalapeno.
I don't think time. Once you pour it in the mash, I don't think time's going to add anything to it. I think
okay, so like at this point, just run it and just
in there,
put it in the
bumper, infuser, and go on with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the yeast won't like it. that capsaicin.
Well, it ain't got the yeast. It's dormant now.
Yeah, but it
All
might miss for your future sour mashes. It might kill your bed and make him stress.
Oh, yeah.
Carryovers. I just rack it off into the steel, pour some in there, and put some solids in with some juice in the thumper and let her roll. You out here, Fergie? I'm getting a drop. See you guys. All right, brother. Take it easy, man.
Yeah.
I get a bunch of that RC plane stuff.
Yeah.
Motors and synchros and
he's got the country of Philbilly going.
Yeah, I think 300 feet is that about how high bird shot goes?
I think mine drone says it goes 120 foot off the ground, but hell, I fly at about 50, 60 foot, and I don't want to go no higher than that.
What's the limit? What's the FAA limit on it? Like 400 feet or something like that. So you can't. There's a ceiling that you can't take them beyond, and it's FAA.
I know there's a friend of mine that does photography, and she goes up on top of the mountains, and it looks like she flies that thing up. But she's got a nice drone too.
Yeah, she probably has FAA permit too.
Well, I don't think in our area they're gonna give a shit. We're too small.
Yeah.
What do you need, son?
Yeah, around here, in Lexington, you got to because it has a pretty big airport. So anywhere in town, it's pretty much a flight path the way they fly it out. So yeah, I think you have to pretty much with the bigger ones. With a toy, I don't think they're going to need it, but with the bigger ones, yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, kiddo.
What's up?
He wanted to say hello.
So, how's your house shoes?
One of them's on the back table, the other one's in the dryer.
My shoes are peed on. Well, one is.
I heard. What, the cat do it or the dog?
Dog.
Dog.
It's been a never-ending war here. Like, I don't even want to discuss it.
Poblano, I agree, Mark. I love Poblanos, man. They're the best. I grew some last year, man, and I love them. It's my favorite pepper now, man. They've got such a good flavor. Actually, I just talked to the dude I bought the plants off last year, and I'm good to go this year, man. They are
get you some Calabrians.
Stuffed peppers, man. They're just the right size. They're not like big. They can get pretty long, but they don't get round like a bell pepper. But like stuffing them with cream cheese and wrapping bacon around them and frying them or cooking them in. Oh my God, they're so good.
Damn, Santa, you're making me hungry.
Man, they're good. I'm hungry too, man. I had a late lunch, early dinner, and I'm gonna have to have a little sustenance here for too damn long. We're gonna make a little Taco Bell run tonight.
I didn't eat.
You'll be shitting at one.
Man, I've been eating some of these Chinese. We went to this Chinese restaurant, man. It was so good.
My old lady discovered those. The women love them. Those little sugar biscuits. It was probably about a month or two ago. She's like, "Oh my God, these things are so good!" And I'm like, "You never had them before?" I don't like them, but
the Chinese ones, yeah, man, they're good.
Every time I go, she gets a plate of those now with her meal.
She loves those things. She can't eat them anymore. Right, bless her heart. But yeah, it was damn good. I had leftovers today for lunch. There's a big old plate too. It was as much as I had last night. This place actually, they'll serve it, but they don't serve it with rice. If you want to buy it with rice, it's extra. So you get like a plate full of just the sauce, and it's almost as big as most of the restaurants that like put a huge rice bed and the sauce on top. So you're getting a fucking ton of sauce, no rice. I mean, you can put the rice in the damn cooker at home cheap, and that's what we did here, and shit, man, I had 2 big old platefuls for $15, man. That's awesome.
I made made some cilantro, lime, ginger, rice, and shrimp last night for dinner. It was pretty banging.
That sounds good too.
Simple, cheap.
We
got buy one get one free bags of shrimps.
Night, Bill.
Good night.
Night, brother.
Night, Bill.
Take it easy, Bill.
Damn, I'm over here like Pavlov waiting to hear a bell.
Yeah, I love Poblanos, man.
Not Poblanos, Pavlov. Dogs.
Yes. We got, let's see, I grow banana, jalapeno, poblano, and bell peppers. So that's make some pretty damn good salsa and made some of the best damn salsa. Oh my God. I'm gonna make me some vodka and make a salsa-rita, or maybe some tequila, make a salsa-rita with it.
We discussed that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Definitely gonna do that. It's the best damn salsa I've ever eaten. I mean, I could drink that shit. I'm going to drink. I do actually after I get through all the thick stuff, the liquid. I mean, I've finished the whole jar with just drinking.
I'm starting The Hobbit 1, and I need help starting it.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Slacks is little boy.
My bestie says he might clue into the comments. So if somebody says something really off color to me in the comments, and his name's Richard, just ignore him. He's just being a smart ass.
Okay.
At least we know
Richard being a dick. Imagine that.
Yep.
So now we know.
Yeah, Kimbo, you're gonna do the syrup. He's gonna do the syrup, maple syrup. You're gonna thin it down and run it, and make a syrup out of it, and run that. That's we were talking about that earlier today. He's gonna experiment with that a little bit.
When I do, are you talking about maple syrup?
Yeah. Well, actually, he's going to go with the sap. He's going to start with the sap and cook it down and then thicken it up. And I told him just use a hydrometer, and adjust for temperatures and get it to the right consistency, because you don't want to take it all the way to a syrup, because you can kind of convert some of those good sugars into unfermentables, if you take it too far,
Right.
So yeah, that's definitely something they did. A lot of people, I think these people in West Virginia, like a year or so ago, came out with a maple, sap shine, and they were like, "We've made it. It's the new. It's never been done. It's the first time," and all this shit. I'm like, bro, unless you want to go back to the 18 or 1700s, you're not the first time. They've been doing that for ages. But yeah, it's good. And I think you can use like walnut trees, and there's several other trees that you can get the sap out of and make it. But I would definitely do some research and make sure of your sources, because there's certain trees that probably can make you quite sick too. And
okay, I'm going to be a little ignorant. I'm going to be a little ignorant here. What's the difference between a fermentable and non-fermentable sugar?
Well, a fermentable sugar is a monosaccharide or a disaccharide and certain trisaccharides, which is just molecules of glucose or glucose fructose or whatever sugars bonded together with a glycosidic bond, if you're interested in that. But sometimes when you like a regular table sugar is a sucrose, and a lot of people will do what's called an inversion, and they invert the sugar to break that bond of the sucrose fructose.
Heat up water, throw it in there.
The glucose fructose that the sucrose is, and it'll break that bond. You add a little acid and heat, and it'll break that bond. But if you take it too far to like a caramel, what the caramel does, a lot of those sugars start bonding together again. You'll get like 5 or 6 of those glucose or glucose fructose, and it'll reconnect and make a chain and go back to a poly or oligosaccharide. And if that's the case, then you just can't eat them anymore. So they're non-fermentable. That's why I asked earlier when somebody was talking about they had a can't remember who it was. They were talking about they had a mash that wouldn't ferment all the way out, and it might have been with the yellow barrel that we were talking about. That's why I asked them if they had molasses in it, because the molasses will have some unfermentables in it as well.
Right.
From how it's made. So.
Okay, what about just a maple syrup?
Yeah, if you take if it's done properly, it should ferment out pretty well. But if you get if you get too much heat and it kind of gets to caramel, then you might run into where it won't. But most of your maple syrups will be fine. But again, if you take it a little too far, then it won't ferment dry. Yeah.
Okay. No such thing as a stupid question, right?
No, that's a damn good question. And I'm sure a lot of other people out there are glad you asked it, because they learned.
They probably are, because I mean it can get confusing. I mean, when you're doing a grain, and somebody says, "Well, you got too many unfermentable sugars in there," and it's like, what?
Well, what they're talking about when they're doing grains is when, like, if just take for example just a corn, unmalted regular corn, and with that you need alpha amylase and then you need a glucoamylase. So
I have those liquids.
If you just use or the powder, but if you just use the alpha and you break those big long chains, what that does, it debranches it. So it's just leaving oligosaccharides basically, which is a chain of molecules from 3 to 12 molecules long. So it breaks all these real long chains. Maybe sometimes they're up to 100, 200 chain together, and it just chops them up into sections basically.
Right.
But most
the
of those
enzymes,
sections, most of those
the enzymes
sections
are like keys. They're like little locks, but they got like, and then when it bonds in there, it can chop it up like scissors.
Right. So
like
most
glucose is 6, fructose is 5. I'm not. I don't know about what the grains are though. I know they're a saccharide though, aren't they?
Fructose, yeah, they're saccharides. But so you have these long chains, and it's chopping them up into smaller linkages of chains. So those still aren't fermentable. Now, some of those will be, because sometimes it'll chop the ends off. So you'll have some, and some you'll have some natural, single or disaccharides in there just naturally. But sometimes that alpha will just chop the end off. But most often you'll have some long strings that aren't fermentable. So when you add like a malted barley or something like that, it's got a beta amylase in there, which helps debranch that. So when you're using malts, you don't have to worry about it. But like if you're doing straight corn,
because I'll use an alpha amylase.
Right.
When I throw a lot of barley into my mix.
So use gluco to chop up those long strings, and it'll make them, it'll make them all disaccharides or monosaccharides in the yeast. Just you can munch down on them.
Hey Kim, just posted on the damn group. He's talking about his damn recipe for sausage bread. Just post the whole damn recipe on the group. We'll look at it.
Yeah, please.
Man, that sounds good.
Yeah, it does. That's why he said I could post it here. I don't want to go back and find it, so just post it on the group.
Yeah, fit it in the group.
That sounds good as shit.
Yeah,
do you need a bread maker to do it?
I don't. Hope not. I ain't got one, but I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
You gotta do it the old-fashioned way, Tom.
Yeah, my grandmother used to make a sausage bread is a cheesy bread. It was cheese bread and sausage all mixed together.
Right.
And they'd put that out like on holidays and shit, man. It's good as fuck. And they make it in the balls. It's cheese. I think they use Cheez-Its in it too. And they'd use like the Cheez-Its and bread and those things were damn good, man.
Cheez-Its good.
I love Cheez-Its.
Yeah, me too. They're smoked Cheez-Its, they're good. But I love those things, man. The Cheez-Its and I know they mix bread with them to make the balls. So it's bread, Cheez-Its, and cheese bits and grated cheese in it and sausage. Man, those oh God, they're so good.
It sounds good.
I'm like
sitting there watching The Hobbit. I thought the fucking wolf come to the kitchen.
I'll have Fergie here tell me the damn score of the game. He left me hanging. I guess it's over now.
I don't know. I can look it up.
What is sorghum made out of?
It's like it's a plant. It's like
I do that.
It's kind of like it's part of the sugar plant, and it's like there is a sorghum plant. It's like the buds of the plant. And I've seen people use the whole plant, but it's like the tops. You just top them and cook them down and press them and grind them, cook them down. And I think they did it on Moonshiners. Amanda did that not too long ago.
Is that the purple stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Purple stuff is elderberry.
It's a funny little kernel.
The one it's Moonshiners like the little that did it. Tickle and
a good way to describe it. It's kind of like it's like little cranberries.
Funny looking.
Yeah.
Damn, they don't live too far with me. It's like I'm in my area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they grow wild everywhere.
Not
everywhere, but yeah.
Yeah, sassafras. Can you use that?
You can, but there's a chemical in it called safrole that you kind of have to be careful with. They say can hurt you, but I think that saffron used to be used to make some kind of drug that used to be, people used to trip on or something.
Those are good.
I can't remember what it is, but so I think that was one of the reasons that they kind of said it was toxic. You shouldn't use it,
I thought it said it had a
like, yeah, they used to be used in a lot of root beers and stuff. So they took it out of a lot of the commercial root beers and stuff in like the late 70s, early 80s when everybody's tripping on that shit. And so, but yeah. I'd say it'd probably be fine. Actually, I would say the heat from the fermentate or from the distillation would probably denature that toxin anyway. So be something to read up on.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
good.
interested.
Thank you, Dustin. Maybe I'll be able to get a replay on YouTube. I damn sure couldn't catch the game on there. I'm used to catching it, man, but I couldn't. Not this time. I guess they were watching pretty closely.
Who was playing?
UK versus Troy. Their first round in the NCAA tourney. But, the past few years, you'd think that, it was a given that we were going to win, and we let some pretty shitty teams beat us for the last few years in the first round of the tournament. But Coach Cal is gone and Mark Pope's here, so hopefully we can get a better day. I don't know how Arkansas do in their first game with Cal. They were lucky to make it. 76-57. Awesome.
Yep, 76-57.
Yeah, it's a type of cane. It's a little different. Do they use the whole stalk and all, or do they use just mostly the berry tops on it? Because I was always heard for the sorghum they use the berry tops, but I could be wrong because I've never done it. My cousins used to raise cane and we'd go help, but it was regular sugar cane, and we'd go help.
I used to raise cane too.
Yeah, and we'd go help them cut it down, and they had one of those little mills that the mule would walk around, big old cast iron, grinder, I guess, press, and but they didn't have a mule, so guess who got to walk around in circles and play the mule.
Looked like almost Schwarzenegger pushing the wheel around in Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah. So we got to take turns walking the path. It was just a little circle, beaten down, and but it was a lot of fun. But yeah, they have sorghum days here, and they had there's a big festivals in East Kentucky for the sorghum festival.
Didn't the Laws just do that episode? They do sorghum.
Yeah.
Lots on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Sorghum and pumpkin.
And pumpkin, yeah. You're right.
All right. I'll check and see if it posted, Kimbo.
Sounds good.
Oh my God.
Fucking afraid over sitting in the dark.
That's what I said earlier.
He's whacking his mule.
I don't know what he's doing back there, but damn it, he's dark, ain't he?
He's giving Shadow a run for his money.
Yeah, that's right.
We were talking the other morning. I said, "What is that behind you?" I thought it was musical, like notes. They had lines going across it.
Boy. Quiet time.
Yeah. I'm messaging something. I'm being quiet. It gets quiet with my mouth shut.
I'm running low on beer in my refrigerator, so I've got to make some more. I'm gonna start a beer mash tomorrow, and after that, I'll probably get another mash going for with some Bloody Butcher.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just got my shipment in Bloody Butcher today. A couple of 100 pounds.
Dustin made some really good.
A couple of 100 pounds.
Yeah, Justin Meredith had some really good Bloody Butcher.
Yeah.
All right, Kimbo. I'm not seeing your recipe on here yet, brother.
I like the flavor that Bloody Butcher puts out. It's a mellow, smooth. You know, I love it.
Yeah, he took his high and high. Are we gonna do something to eat a little bit? Are you okay? Let me know. Awesome. Taco Bell.
Shits.
It's on there, Santa.
Yeah. I love Taco Bell.
I do too. It's good stuff.
I hate it, but I love to hate it. There are bad. I mean, there's not a bad taco. It's kind of like pizza. It's hard to make.
The only thing is, with the Taco Bells around here right now, you go in there, you don't talk to a person. It's all on a kiosk.
Yep. Oh, I like that. I like that in that restaurant. It's easy.
Yeah, the kiosk probably gets it right more than the employees.
Probably.
I didn't like it at first, and I started using them. Like, yeah, I like this.
All right.
Yeah.
Kim, did you put it in the file section, or you uploaded it
on
there?
the Moonshine Militia page. If you refresh it,
it is on there.
It's on the Moonshine Militia page.
All right, let me refresh. Maybe I got there too quick.
Jimmy Dean sauce.
Yeah, I see it now. It wasn't there before. I was too quick. Yeah, that does.
What else do I need? I got Jimmy Dean sausage.
A couple of onions, 2 bell peppers, 2 blocks of cream cheese.
Lisa, is this you invited yourself?
I'm done.
Moonshine Militia.
Yep, that's my other account.
That's fine. I'm just making sure.
I just sent myself that recipe.
I seen it pop up, and I was like, "Wait a damn minute."
Somebody dinging.
That's me. Sorry.
Ding.
Oh no, you're good, bro.
Oh yeah, I need. And I'm gonna send this to you. I need to go get shit to make that.
Goes ding, and everybody looks at their phone.
Yeah, because that looks just way too good to.
Yeah, it does. You got to try. I'll get the Cheez It ball recipe too, man. Those things are damn good.
Does that ding mean we got a drink?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
what I thought it was. Because I'm ready.
What's everybody drinking?
Bourbon.
I got some pineapple rye from Moonshiner Chad, 120 proof.
If you talk about pineapple, look here.
You said shot.
I did a pineapple upside down cake. Gotta put it upside
So
down.
did
Apple pie.
I was gonna say so did Kelly Williamson.
It tastes just like pineapple upside down cake.
That must be good.
I'm being a good boy. I'm drinking Cherry Coke Zero. I don't know.
Well, I was drinking the orange
All them
Coke.
chemicals, really? You can clean your toilet with Coca-Cola.
I know. You can clean a lot of shit. You can clean your rims.
Monster does a better job.
Yeah. It's good.
Clean your batteries up real good. Take rust off. Everything.
Yes, sir. Clean, battery terminals is great.
Yeah, it left the building there, Santa.
Good. It's better on the outside of the building.
It is. There was somebody told me that one time. What was it? Our granddaddy used to say, always shit, downhill, let it roll that way. It's only there for a reason, it's just to keep eyes on everything,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can only turn so many fucking people in for shitting in a creek.
That's right.
Get shit downstream somehow.
Then you get shit on.
Yeah. And I think I did that just for the pure spite of the joy of deleting it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's been posted anything else or not. I need to go back and look now.
Yeah, probably. Let me check real quick. Yeah.
That's what I was doing too.
Yeah.
I just
just popped up that he was following me. My thing.
Got a stalker.
Now there's another one.
Yeah. I don't know how to check that and get rid of them.
Way more than I wanted, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a few more. There's a couple more.
Oh yeah. Always.
Oh, look at Fred. He's got us all zoomed in now, looking at his fashion.
But he's still in the fucking dark.
You're right.
That looks like Charlie Manson.
You got that thyroid problem going on, making your eyes bulge.
That's like Charlie Manson look.
Just don't ask him what he's watching. Or where his hands are at.
You want to know what I'm watching? I'm watching Forged in Fire.
I'm going to go watch Prometheus when I get off of here. I've been going down that rabbit hole today on the aliens shit. Movie.
You on Netflix or what?
Looks like Adam Schiff with them eyes bulging like that. You know who Adam Schiff is?
Hell yeah.
That congressman with the big.
Hey, never buy one of these lighters with the stem on them.
No, they were shit.
Well, I got them because I smoke a pipe, and I'm like, man, these things don't light half. Well, they're lit.
My daddy smoked a pipe for many years, and he used a regular old dad's Zippo lighter.
Well, yeah, I use my Zippo, and then I have just regular fucking Bics, but I bought one of these there. I was like, oh, that'd be good for light. Nah, these motherfuckers don't light half the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all know my tan pipe that I've been carrying, the Hillbilly Jam last year, and I always smoke it. I broke it. Well, it's cracked, and I've had to re-epoxy, like wood epoxy around it. Yeah, I snapped a stem the other day, and the team was like, "Oh,
what type of tobacco do you
smoke? Is that
smoke?
a Meerschaum pipe? The last one.
This is a Shire's pipe, and that was what my other one was, and I have 3 of them.
Meerschaum, yeah.
It's a
what tobacco do you smoke?
I like white Cavendish, and then I like it's oh my god, I can't remember. Captain Black. I like the different flavors of that.
Good. Try Borkum Riff.
Okay, well let me just. I didn't finish. Right now I'm smoking like $8 for like, or $7 for like 8 ounces, or $16 a
Damn,
pound.
Mine's a lot more expensive than that, man.
I know, but I like the more expensive stuff. But you know,
try Borkum Riff.
Hey,
Borkum Riff is a good flavor tobacco.
But if I buy a pound of this at $16, like I'll smoke it for like 2.5-3 months.
Yeah,
it's like 30 an ounce.
What up, Jim?
Captain Black will usually last me. If I buy a pouch of that, they're like 1.5 ounces. They usually last me like a week or so. But I try to like mix those with this swag tobacco. All I'm doing is puffing on it anyways.
How's Jeremy?
Hey, not too bad. Jeremy? How y'all doing?
You snuck in here on us.
I did, man.
I smoked Moon Rocks.
Hey,
there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Remember the
first time a shovel in his mouth.
Phil, that's some old school shit, man. Borkum Riff has been around a long time, man.
Yeah, my daddy smoked that for years. I mean, Borkum Riff was his go-to.
That's taking me back a long time.
Yeah.
Man. Hell yeah. I ain't heard that.
I like the long bottom leaf too.
Damn, Peter Stockaby's got it's like their TKL1 or something like that. It's a copy of the Captain Black original, and that's what I buy most of, because it's like, 4 or 5 ounces for, like you said, $8, whatever. I'm cheap.
Yep. I wish mine was that cheap.
I always like the black Cavendish until I got some of that white Cavendish, and I was like, holy shit, this is so much better. It's smoother. You don't get that tongue bite, It's good stuff.
But that's what smoking a pipe is all about. You get that tongue bite.
Yeah.
Well, the tongue bite sucks when it burns your tongue and you got blisters on it.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's like moonshine. I mean, you take a sip of moonshine, you got the front, you got the middle, and you got the back. Same thing with smoking a pipe. You get that certain
I'm just
tongue
glad
bite.
I don't.
Usually that's right in the middle or close to the middle.
I'm just glad I don't smoke cigarettes no more. This is so much cheaper.
I'm about ready to quit. I tell you what, I went to the store yesterday and I got my normal 4 packs of cigarettes that'll last me about a week. And I went in there yesterday at a store that I'd go to every day, and usually they're like $6 a pack. Today I went in there and it was $10 a pack. It's time to fucking quit.
Well, if it's like here, they charge taxes on them. Your county does, and they're making money off of it. That's what happened here.
Yeah,
but I went to smoking.
I saw a guy. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought
I went to rolling cigarettes a couple of years ago, and then I found out. I'm like, well, damn, it cost me almost as much to buy the cigarette papers as it does to buy the tobacco. And then I went to smoking a couple of years ago, and I ain't never went back.
I started smoking cigarettes way back, God Lord. But I can remember when you could buy them in a cigarette machine for 45 cents a pack.
Yeah.
You probably got the baseball cards with it.
Oh, yeah, you get,
I
pretty much.
started smoking. Yeah, they did. I remember I started smoking when my parents would go into A&P and shop. We'd get me and my sister, well, my sisters, those one wouldn't do it, but
you got greenback stamps too, didn't you?
And light them suckers up and sit there and smoke till they got back. We flipping them out the door when they came back.
Yeah, 50 cents.
I was a kid.
And that was named.
The other day I saw this guy on the side of the road. He's one of these guys holding a sign, but he's smoking a cigarette, man. I'm like, man, you shouldn't do that while you're holding the sign, acting like you need money. If you spend $8-10 a pack on cigarettes, you got money. I mean, you're rich if you smoke cigarettes.
You remember how we used to be able to go and get them out of the cigarette machines?
Yeah.
There's a restaurant not too far from me, man, where they still have a cigarette machine.
And the old pull thing, yeah.
Yep.
They better guard that son of a bitch with their life because it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's the first time I've seen one.
They used to have cigarette machines at every not grocery stores, but at every truck stop, pool hall, every gas stations,
bar,
they had it in every damn station. The rest stops on the interstates.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean everywhere.
My grandfather used to own a Ford dealership back in the late 70s, early 80s, and they had a cigarette machine in there.
Mm-hmm.
The pool thing.
Back in the 70s and stuff. When I was in high school, they had a smoking area for the kids to go smoke. I mean,
I had a smoking area in my high school.
Yep.
Yeah.
We didn't have that, but they cut it out. I was like in the 80s in high school.
It's $50.
Yeah, we had a little smoking area, and then the coach come out there and caught me smoking one time, man. And he.
Yep.
Oh.
50 cents for a pack of cigarettes and 50 cents for a gallon of gas.
You went mute on us, Santa. Nobody can hear you.
Read my lips.
Yeah, is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, this damn thing's got a mic mute button on my headset, and when I adjust them, I sometimes hit that damn thing.
I muted myself. I heard my daughter yelling at her dog.
We had this little smoker section, and we'd go out there and smoke. But anybody that was on the football team or basketball team or something like that, you don't want to get caught smoking. So the football coach, Hillard, caught me out there smoking. So that day I knew I was in trouble, and ran 44 laps around the practice field, which was larger than the football field.
Damn.
And in full pads, and then had the scrimmage after that. And that's like 11 miles, man. That was one of the longest scrimmages we ever had because, they turned the damn lights on. One of the longest practices we ever had because they turned the damn lights on, which they didn't do often. And I think I was a sophomore at the time. And he and I didn't see eye to eye because he knew I smoked weed and he didn't like me. He didn't like them pot smokers, So I think he's trying to run me off the fucking team, and I said, man,
sounds like Dazed and Confused.
Yeah,
we always went out to the parking lot in our high school, and we, of course, we had the vans and the trucks and stuff like that. And we'd all about 8 of us cram into a van and smoke dope during lunch, and you crawl out that van, and smoke could be piling up everywhere. The coach would be over there on the sideline and watching to see who comes out.
Yeah, it's like Fast Times at Ridgemont High, man. We roll in, everybody open the doors and smoke just come billowing out, man.
Come billowing out.
I kept getting kicked out of my high school parking lot because we'd leave during lunch, run up to the Hardee's up the road. We'd come back and smoke would be rolling out of that car. Yeah. I'd get kicked out of the damn parking lot for 2 weeks. I'd have to park up way up the street and have a friend of mine drive me to school because they'd sit there and keep kicking me out.
Yeah, when I was in 7th grade, it was at the old school. It was before they built the new school, and this was downtown. The new school was built on the river, kind of out of town a little bit. Nice, beautiful new school with new football field and all that. But in the old school, they didn't have a cafeteria. Well, they had one before I went to school there, but something happened. It burned down, and they didn't have the cafeteria, and that building was gone. But so during lunchtime, they'd let the kids go out to school. So we had it out in town. So we had an hour, the bell would ring, and we'd go out into town just anywhere, just hundreds of kids walking out to eat in town and go, we went up to Pikeville College Bears Den. And that's when I first started getting high. And we were walking up the steps, and there's several different steps to get up there. There's 199 steps that's right there in front of the college, but there's some a little further down that was right next to a lot of residences that were built on the side of the hill, and it had some pretty steep steps there as well. And they were a little enclosed with bushes and weeds and stuff. And about halfway up, we'd stop, and they'd stop and smoke. And I was going up through there, and they was all smoking. I was like, "What y'all doing, man? What are you smoking?" Because I'd been smoking cigarettes, since I was a kid, Dutch, and stuff. So what y'all smoking? And we're smoking some weed, man. You want to hit this thing? And I knew the dudes. I'm like, okay, I'd never smoked before, so I'm hitting this thing, and it's feeling pretty good. Do you feel anything? No, man, I ain't. Maybe I need to hit the. No, it's not working, man. So anyway, we go on up. I've got the munchies, and it's cool. Next day, I walk up through there, and they're burning one of them. They here, hit this, try this. This is the good stuff. And I'm like, all right, and feeling it? And I'm like, man, I'm not feeling a thing, and. So I'm like, oh, man, you got to be feeling something. No, man, I'm feeling nothing. They're like, well, sometimes it takes a few times before you notice it. And like the next day, man. And I think the next day we sat there and burned 2. And I was fucking toasted, man. I couldn't hide it. My eyes were red as fuck. I was all Chinese-eyed. They're like, you feeling it, man? I'm like, I'm fried. They're like,
got it that time.
And I was like, I've been doing it all along. They're like, you mean you were high the other day? And I'm like, yeah, man, I was fucked up. They're like, they couldn't believe some little kid pulled one over on them. They laughed their ass off.
I remember the first time I got high, it was just like we went bowling and we got high, and I swear to God, time stood still.
I just got really hungry and Chinese eyes. It felt good though.
Yeah. And we were all smoking freaking Mexican stomp weed with fucking hippie grenades and stomps all in it.
Yeah. Brick weed.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a lot of good weed grown, and after that, I started. Wasn't long after that when I started doing a little shining and growing weed.
Somebody wants shots.
Yeah, I mean, my buddy Dale Gray Lewis, I don't know if he's still with us anymore. I haven't talked to him in 50 years.
Santa, your story the other night, dude, I jumped in and I was just watching, but man, I would sit there and listen. I think it was probably 5-10 minutes you was talking about that story. I was just like, dude, that's cool as shit. It sounded like some shit that happened in my life.
I've had a pretty storied life, man. I've experienced some pretty wild shit. I've done a lot, traveled a lot.
You was talking about hiding behind that tree when the cop was driving by, and I was like, I did that.
Oh, yeah, my Lakiji Rock story. Yeah, man, that was.
It's like I did that.
Bad night.
Fading your shoes done.
Yeah, I've done
Sorry,
that, man. I partied with Metallica, partied with REO Speedwagon. I've done a lot, traveled a lot, did a lot of concerts, a lot of shit I can't even remember. You know, sometimes some of that shit comes back to me what I did. You know, a lot of it I can't even remember. I couldn't tell you half the concerts I went to.
That's what makes them interesting.
Yeah.
When I get
my friends reminded me some of these stories, you know, when I talk to them, my old friends are like, you remember the time you did this? I'm like, well, now I do, but I kind of forgot about that.
When I get a perfected mash, I got some bottles, little 12-ounce bottles that I will be putting it in, and they got a cork top.
Yeah.
And I'll have a label on it. I'll have a label on it, not a legal label, because I'm not legal, but I will be sending them out when I get a perfected mash.
I remember somebody the other day was talking about getting a bunch of 8-ounce bottles. Who was that? Was it Steel Wheel and them talking about
bootlegger bottles?
Earlier,
it was Steel Wheel and them talking about
they're little 12-ounce bottles.
Yeah, 12, they got
this is 12-ounce.
And I asked him, I said, hey, I didn't mean to overstep. I said, but if you want rid of some of them, I want to send out some for, you know, Christmas or whatever.
Right.
He said, trust me, I think I'm getting 1,075 of them. We ain't going to run short, you know. I was like, well,
right.
So,
well, I run across this little deal, and if, you know, I think I got I got 12 of them to start with, and I'm going to try them out and see how they work going through the mail. And if they work out good, I'll order more.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not going to send them out until I get my mash perfected to where it's a good bourbon.
Yeah, those, you know, it'll travel in the mail all right if you package it well. A lot of people use the pouch.
I tell you what.
Cheaper.
Don't send glass. Send these. They're much cheaper. They're almost
I know. Yeah.
But bring the jars to like the festivals and you know, handshake.
I'm retired. I can care less about cheaper right now.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I do.
Yeah, I'm retired and I care. I'm on a fixed income from here on out.
Well,
so.
I'll say I'm semi-retired because I still drive a fucking truck.
Yeah, I still work a little bit.
I like the plastic ones though because they're less likely to break than
right.
Yeah, I like.
But these are pretty thick
glass. Pocket pretty well too, you know.
Look at the bottom. Look at this. That's the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty thick. This is heavy duty stuff right there.
See, and you know,
for glasses. Truth be told.
Yeah, look. I mean, you know, it's a pretty stout bottle for 12 ounce.
Yeah, I get bottles from bartenders. They save me well. So this restaurant and bar and restaurant, they save me wine bottles, and I just buy corks. I peel the labels off and run them through the dishwasher on, you know, sanitize and clean them out real good and reuse those. Those work pretty well. I buy corks off of. I got a little cork, you know, one of those hand corkers, so I can recork them. And you can buy a little plastic sleeve, slip over them, hit them with what do they call those heat dryers?
Yeah.
What do they call those damn thing? Heat guns. Yeah, just run a heat gun around.
Using these tops here like this. There's about 5 of them in this.
Yeah. And you heat them up and they shrink up. It looks just like the store. It looks just like they're sealed from the store.
Use a hair dryer.
Label on them, and they don't even know. They have no idea what it is.
Boy just come in here. He wants to joke.
All right, let's hear
it. He got his shoes on. All right, hang on.
All right.
There you go.
Are they clean?
I think your shoes clean.
All right, that's good.
A friend of mine over, I think that's about 30 years ago, gave me this jug.
Cool.
I've had this jug for over 30 years.
Here, hold it. You're right there. Just focus on your face, and when he gets to
There you
talking,
go.
he can tell you.
All right, tell us a joke.
All right, tell us a joke, buddy.
What's the moon's favorite drink?
What's the moon's favorite drink?
Shine.
Moonshine?
Yeah, moonshine.
Awesome. That's one of my favorite drinks too.
I just thought of it in the bathroom.
He was taking the
awesome.
shit.
That's a good joke. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that joke.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We all must be related to the moon.
Sorry.
No, you're good, bro.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
No, that's a good joke.
That's it.
Yeah.
World needs more funny kids.
Yeah. I love kids, man.
We all got good kids.
Yeah, I love kids, man. They're awesome. They grow too fast, man. That's
Mark Boogle Bar in the house.
The only problem with kids is they grow up too damn fast.
Well,
yes,
but then they get you grandbabies.
Yeah.
And if I'd have known them grandbabies had been that much fun, I'd have had them first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing with mine earlier, man. I'll tell you, it's a lot more fun being a grandparent because you don't have to worry about any of that moral teaching crap.
Right. You spoil shit out of it and let mom and dad.
I had 10 grandchildren.
I like
I'm done.
video when
You
we say,
go.
we'll allow Sally to have cookies at our house, and the fucking grandparents look at each other like, you know, I hate to tell you, she used to get at my house. You know.
I want to go to Grandpa's house. He lets me do anything I want.
Yeah.
I don't have grandbabies like my two oldest kids. That's my youngest one. If I'm gonna have grandkids, it's gonna be by him. My two oldest ones, they don't want kids, but like teens, she's got some grandchildren, 2 of them. And man, we were hanging out the other day, and I was flying that drone around because we had a nice, pretty day. Oh, we had a blast. Grandkids are good, but it throws 10 years on your life. You look even older, and I think my body's going to hurt even that much more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as old as I look. My kid's 20, so I'm not that old, really. I just look old.
Right. Yeah, my kids are in
I'm
their 20s.
actually 42, but
my oldest son just turned 45. So most of you guys in there are my son's age.
Big Santa. Fuck.
Yeah,
I thought you was
my oldest son's 34.
I mean, I got shoes that are 42.
Yeah, my daughter just turned 40 this year, my oldest.
Yeah, what's today's date? Today is the 21st. He turned 45 2 days ago.
Hell yeah. Is he a Pisces?
Well, what do you think it is? March, huh?
He ain't Aries.
Well, I was born last Saturday, which was the Ides of March, so I'm figuring it's a Pisces.
Yeah.
I'm a Capricorn, and I was born 2 days after Jesus Christ.
I'm the youngest one.
Why is Sprayed so quiet tonight?
So Mark Morgan said shots. I don't know, man. I think he's on Quaaludes.
Mark Morgan says
he's just
shots.
chilling over there.
He's got some permagreen going on.
Oh, now he's gone dark.
Mushrooms, I think.
All right, I'll fucking get up. God dang it.
That damn time. Fuck.
You don't
I
need
was
your
fucking
ass.
leaking. I was trying to leak super glue out of my ass. Leave me alone.
Damn, you got bored out that hard the other day?
Hey now.
This is a family program.
Yeah. Your family too, ain't you?
Yeah, we're all family. I just worry about what I guess almost my grandchildren, I guess I could call them because it's my fiance's daughter's kids. I really been talking kind of loud.
Mark Morgan called shots, didn't he not?
Mark Morgan always calls shots.
There's shots. Mark Morgan shots.
They're from Windsor.
Just don't ring a bell.
I need the bell because I'm like Pavlov's dog.
Hey, guess what? I am drinking Mark Morgan. I'm drinking Mark's shine.
That's that clear root beer, ain't it?
This one.
That's
not Uncle Moonshine.
Here you go, right here. Check this
Orlando
one out.
Morgan.
I think he said it was called Cater.
So is that his clear root beer?
But this Mark Morgan.
Nice.
Orlando Morgan.
You can't hear a damn thing we say.
Congratulations, Mark.
Nice.
Congratulations, Mark.
Delay.
Grandfather Mark Morgan.
This is the.
Oh wow!
This is the fun thing about Mark Morgan.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yep.
Dilated 1 centimeter. You get a long way to
what.
go.
That's what.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But that's not the same Mark Morgan that makes the root beer.
This is Shadow.
Yeah, it is.
Shadow.
Yeah,
That's not.
Earlier, I was drinking Mark Morgan root beer.
Oh,
yeah,
that's Shadow.
That's Orlando Mark Morgan's doppelganger.
Oh, well, he makes his label look like Mark's. He's definitely, yeah.
Well, I'm drinking Mark Morgan Shine, no matter what flavor it is.
Mark.
But I was drinking the root beer one earlier.
The label, huh?
From Uncle Moonshine.
I could have sworn that was Uncle Moonshine's label.
I think Mark said this one was the tater, though.
Yeah, he stole the name and the label both. Didn't
I think.
And the liquor.
Who did?
Mark Shadow.
Shadow done stole the label, the bottle.
He just took it all.
He didn't take the name Uncle Moonshine.
It ain't good enough. He just stole his fucking name. Now he done stole his liquor. Everything else.
Steal his recipe.
Stole his whole damn livelihood, didn't you?
Damn.
Take it all.
Mark.
Yeah.
I mean, God dang, if you gonna do it, just do it all. Do it all.
Yep.
Do it all.
Fucking Jeremy Stewart's
all in one shot. One shot. Do it all.
Everything in Jeremy Stewart's neck. I'm taking it all.
Take it all.
Yeah.
Jeremy Stewart's good people.
From Florida. Orlando, Florida. To be exact.
Where's Shadow from? Do we know? I can't remember.
He got his own shot glasses.
I know he's north of OG Mark Morgan. I'm pretty sure he's north of him. I'm thinking like South Carolina or close to Florida, somewhere like north
I need
of.
to find out where Mark is down here in Florida. How close to Orlando is he?
He's very close to Orlando.
He works in Orlando. He's like 45 minutes to an hour. Because I'm pretty sure I've talked to him.
I'm gonna let my
he works in Orlando. I think he said it was like an hour.
Southwest Orlando. Where's he at?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. I just know he's around Orlando.
Orlando's about 4 hours from me.
I like that, bro.
Y'all, so you can
I like that.
I'm pretty sure he lives like an hour.
Oh yeah.
Shadow's from Virginia.
Yeah, I'm from Virginia.
Lisa.
Yeah, well, that's north of Florida. I just missed about 2 states.
That is north of Florida.
Double thumbs up for Mark Morgan's root beer shine.
It is pretty good. I tried it last year at Summer Jam. It is pretty
three
good.
thumbs up.
All right, so that ain't Shadow Shine then, is it?
No, that ain't Shadow Shine.
All right.
When I was talking to OG Mark Morgan that day, and he said he was going to work and he worked in Orlando, like my mind goes to like this dude works at fucking Universal or Disney and is like dressing up in a costume or something. That's what went through my mind. I didn't even question it.
I thought the same thing, man. I thought Disney World.
I was like, he's Mickey Mouse.
He said he's
He'd
like
make a good Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I want to surprise him, but I want to make sure he's home because I know he works kind of odd hours.
See, now,
a lot lately, so I'm not sure what his day
when you
off
talk
is.
Seems like he works like 6 to 12 days in a row, and then he's off for like 6 to 12 days. Something
he goes in late or goes in early.
Mickey Mouse in Disneyland is not Florida. I live in Florida, and I don't.
Disney World. Disney
World.
World's
It's the
Florida.
same damn difference.
But they got Mickey Mouse down there.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know that's why Mickey and Minnie got a divorce, right? Because she was fucking goofy.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
All are great.
All that.
That's how Wiley Coyote snuck in from behind.
All that hysteria they sell for Florida for the tourists and shit like that, that's not where I live.
Yeah, I know. I think Randy lives further south, though. He's
Randy lives, yeah. Randy lives pretty much in the middle of the state, give or take a little bit.
I thought he's close to Okeechobee or south of
that. Well, no, not that far down, I don't believe.
Okay. Yeah,
he's north.
Yeah, I live in the Panhandle.
Randy
I live
is
in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I live in the Panhandle. You know, just about where you can put your thumb on that Panhandle of the state of
we
Florida.
Go to Panama City all the time.
Yeah, well, that's Panama City is right south of me.
Yeah, we used to go there all the time.
Yeah.
On the Gulf of Trump or Gulf of America?
Gulf of
America.
America.
Off the Gulf of America, you damn straight.
He lives over near Apalachicola.
Yeah.
That's my favorite place. I like going out that way. Me and Ginger just get in the car and drive out that way, past Mexico Beach, and
that's what I do. I get on my motorcycle from where I live, and I'll travel the coastline from Apalachicola and go all the way into Destin or whatnot, just for a big full circle. Come back out through Pensacola and home.
Yeah, I might cruise over and see old Mark if I can borrow a car. Because I'm fairly close to where he is. I know I'm close by, so.
Yeah, man, I just
He's good people.
Yeah, I like Mark. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Well, everybody I've met here, they all good people.
I don't know about that.
We all have our moments.
You ain't met me yet.
We all have our moments.
That Tom Crumb's a little shady.
Shady as hell. Shady as hell.
I always say people shadies on people's comment, like if they post something like that, I'm like, they're always shady, but I don't mean it. I'm just literally peace.
I tend to.
When you coming down here, Tom?
Sometimes.
When you coming to get them barrels?
Shit, bro. Second Tuesday next week. It's always second Tuesday for me, babe. Always.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm free that evening if you want to pick me up on your way down, Tom.
I might as well.
I see some barrels.
I'll help you load them.
I see some 53s on Facebook for 80 a piece.
I think Tom been telling me for about 6 months he's coming down here to get those barrels.
How big are they?
I want to so bad to get them damn barrels.
How big are they?
53s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. I'm thinking about picking some of them up if I can get them in time.
How long do you think it'll take you to fill one up?
Not long, because I've got quite a bit waiting on a barrel
right away.
But I got two 15s to fill up first, and I've got enough for those. But to do a 53, it'll be a while.
Yeah, I've got a 15.
I'm telling you,
it'll take me a while to fill it.
Y'all ought to come down here and get those barrels. We'll all go over to Scott Thompson's place and camp out on his property.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wake up looking at the Blue Ridge Mountains.
I'm gonna squat.
Yep.
I'm gonna be a squatter to get my squatter.
Hell yeah.
Hey, y'all want to hear something cool? I found these guys the other day, man. Hang on, I'm gonna reverse it here. Listen. Fucking bluegrass. Badass.
I like that better than the original.
Yeah.
You posted that the other day.
I've seen them play a lot of.
They're fucking badass. Their name is Tidal Wave Road Bluegrass.
Yeah, that's
I
good
love
shit.
Bluegrass. I grew up listening to that shit.
I was sitting here the other night, and that's a local radio station out of Clinton, Tennessee, and they do a little live, like it's called the Blue Plate Special thing. It comes on random night. I don't remember. And I was just flipping through Facebook and seen it, and I seen Sweet Child of Mine. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I just clicked on it. They got some awesome stuff. I mean, they really got some cool shit.
Yeah, that's like that hillbilly Thunderstruck, with the
that's badass. That's
badass.
something in the Seagulls or something like that.
Yeah, Steven
The
Seagal.
band. Oh, they got a bunch of other better, just as good as songs, if not better than that one. They're like remakes of metal songs and shit.
Yeah, that
It's
was
like
probably
Steven
one
and
of
the
those people
Seagulls or
familiar
Steven
with.
and
Yeah,
something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Steven Seagal's the other good band that does cover albums of Metallica is called Iron Horse.
Yep.
You're breaking up for me. I don't know if it's
I heard
my
Iron
mic.
Horse though.
Yep.
Yeah, Iron Horse.
He come out of the dark and breaks up.
He finally starts talking.
Yeah, maybe that's why he was being so damn quiet. He
Hey,
didn't want to break up.
I think that's the first time you weren't flipping off Phil. That's the first time you weren't flipping off Phil this time.
Well, here what? Are you guys ready? Let's play with 6 seconds, Phil. Here we go. Hey, Phil.
What?
1, 2,
Do what?
3, 4, 5.
I didn't see it.
Uh-huh. Fuck you.
What were you talking about?
Takes a while.
6 seconds.
Yeah.
It took him
I
6
was
seconds.
listening. Yeah, I was listening.
Post that. You already posted that in the group, didn't you, Thomas?
What
I
about
think it was on his own personal
Posted that in the
wall.
group already?
no? It's,
Did you
I
just
think it was
post
on
it
his
on your
personal
page?
wall.
which
Yeah.
one?
I listened
seen
to
it, but
it.
I
That
couldn't
was
remember where I
badass.
seen it on your page or on the.
Yeah, I think so.
page. Yeah, just look up Tom
Yeah.
and Richard. Look up Tom. You can get it.
Santa, I sent you that address.
Tom Thumb, Charlotte or Charleston, West Virginia. He sells Toyotas.
Yeah.
Find him on Facebook.
God, y'all are great.
God, I can't wait till July.
Y'all have a good night. I got to get up early. I got about 30 gallons of liquor I got to run tomorrow.
That'll take a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Y'all have a good weekend, brother.
All right, brother. Good night.
That's a good 45 minutes.
Next Lex.
Let us know how it's going
It's
tomorrow
not
night.
me.
Oh yeah, man. I will.
All right, brother.
See you, bro.
See you later. Whoever's signing off.
Jeremy.
How Jeremy? Hi, Jeremy.
30 gallons of liquor, that's going to take him a while.
Told you.
Yeah.
It'll take him all damn day.
They don't take too long if you got a big 50.
Nah.
Nope.
Takes me about
20 hours.
If you got a big steel,
10
you
minutes
can
to
run
heat
30
up.
gallons
All
off.
depends on how he sets his drip, right?
No, I mean, but in a big steel, you can run 30 gallons off almost as fast as you could run 15 in an 18 whatever, so, it scales up, but the time doesn't scale proportionally. So like a 20 gallon steel doesn't take half the time as a 40, you'd be surprised,
And once you start producing the steam
longer,
vapors,
but
man,
not
it don't
as much as
take
you
long
think.
for everything to heat up after that.
Right.
I do notice though, like if I run my 5 gallon like copper alembic and I run my 18 and a half gallon Vivor with a pump jar, it's about 8 hours, either one.
Yeah.
Usually
the
8 hours.
Tails, if you run her to the bottom of the tails, that's about what it takes.
I do. I run it down to like
I get a drip in about an hour, 50 minutes to an hour. I'll start dripping. And in about 4 hours, I'm pretty much through the hearts. And then from 4 to 6 or 8 hours, depending on how long I want to take it, that's just all my
set in between.
Tails.
I gotta go check the deal.
I learned about like chasing those tails all the way down and using those back again from talking to fucking Brave, man.
There's a lot of liquor left in those things.
For the record, I'm working tomorrow, so afraid, forget about me working Sunday. I'm taking Sunday off. I'm working tomorrow instead.
Oh, you gotta work Sunday. That was the most important day.
Yeah,
why are you yelling at me? I don't even pay you.
Hey, Joe, you listen. Hey, listen to this one.
Man,
you know, Metlock is fucking doing backflips down there in Florida. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that's Blackfoot right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's
we used to go to bluegrass festivals and get toasted and just so smashed, drinking shine and listen to bluegrass. A buddy of mine was his older brother was big into bluegrass, and we'd go to that bluegrass festival here in Lexington every year, man. Bill Monroe, Seldom Seen, all kinds of some of the best old bluegrass music you could ever hear, man. It was awesome.
Do any of y'all play like
Osmond Brothers? Something. What was that girl's name? Damn, there's so many of them. It's hard for me to remember them all. But yeah, there was some really good. Some of the best bluegrass. Played in the bluegrass. That's where it started. Yeah, we used to get. Oh, it was a great time, man. Those festivals were a lot of fun. A lot of fun. They still are. They still have them. It's just not the same anymore. It's still good, but it's not the same. We had them also in Pikeville, Hillbilly Days. We'd always down the park. They have, a lot of bluegrass bands playing, some of the best. They have clogging contests and it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, fun.
Yep, a lot of fun.
Do any of y'all play musical instruments?
I play a harmonica.
I play the spoons.
Hell yeah. We need a banjo player. I know Phil plays the guitar.
I play the jug and I can play the spoons. Now, I used to play the drums in the band.
I'll bring my guitar to Hillbilly Jam. Get Phil to bring his.
Yep. I'll bring my spoons.
Isn't it Ferg? Doesn't Ferg play guitar?
Yeah, Ferg plays guitar.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think Tom plays Juice Heart, don't you, Tom?
I think Frade plays the fucking skin flute.
No, I think there's a few guys around here I know play skin flute pretty good. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't mention his name anymore.
No.
I'm sorry. I love you, brother. I love you, man. I'll just be stupid. I'll bring my guitar down there. I mean, it'd be cool to I know they got the main stage, but it'd be cool to hang out behind the militia tent because that's what I plan on doing when I'm down there. We're gonna walk around, look at shit, meet and talk to people a little bit. But I just want to hang out with the militia back and behind the tent. I'm gonna bring.
That's odd. I don't even go over to the concert part. We can hear it from the tent. And I don't need to go over.
We like
stage like a fucking groupie. I can hear it.
Well, if I can hear it where you're sitting, that's Yeah, but we really enjoyed the car show. We really enjoyed that. We love looking at old cars and stuff. They had some nice.
Yeah, I walk around, look at those for about 15 minutes, and I'm done. I go hang out the tent.
I can't wait to hang out with y'all.
Go to the tent in the back and hit the vape pipes a few times. Yeah, man.
Did he say he likes a bar show?
Yeah, Shonda and Mama B and all of them back in the back tent, back here vaping. That's
I got a bar.
Car show. Room.
Yeah, I'm gonna enter my 55.
You see how he looks, Santa, like glitching around? That's what that cheap drones camera looks like.
Yeah,
that's what you get with internet.
Those are lines from the monitor in front of me. That's the lines on my damn cheap ass laptop screen. That's what it's doing. Look at that.
Oh God!
Can you see the streaming lines going down?
Actually, no.
Y'all can't see that.
I can't.
No, but I wish you back up. But damn bright lights killing me in that fucking camera. Holy shit! Thought you were trying to fucking flash in a fucking damn airplane there for a minute.
Yeah, man.
SOS.
Calling all cars.
I still like it whenever I told old Mark Morgan that day, right in front of everybody. That's the first time I ever got him good. As I said, when you're bald up front, you're a thinker. When you're bald in the back, you're a lover. I said, when you're bald like Mark Morgan, you just think you're a lover. He's like, fuck you, Tom. That was like fucking 2 or 3 years ago. That's funny as shit.
Yeah.
That's good.
I thought you were talking about his third eye, and everybody makes fun of him.
No.
Of his mom.
He used to make you put that fucking hat back on. He'd get out in that shed and be like, put your hat back on.
That meme, the dude's wearing his sunglasses and he's got a mole right here and he just props his sunglasses on it.
That's fucking funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's funny shit.
That is funny.
See, where's that guy tonight telling everybody you were vape addicts?
I don't know. I was going to tell you that you need to tell me more about that later because I got the message and I come in late on all that. But yeah,
I missed it too. Was it on here?
No, it was Thursday night.
Oh, okay. Oh,
somebody was.
I missed it.
Talking
let me know. I have to go back and watch the replay.
It was just in the comments, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I deleted all his comments.
Was it a Facebooker or a YouTuber? You remember?
It was somebody on the page.
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay. I'll look and see.
Yeah, something about DEI, and we all had to wonder what the hell DEI meant. And
diversity,
it's inclusion, yourself or something, ain't it?
The diversity,
inclusion.
Yeah, what's the E? Equality. Yeah, diversity, equality, and inclusion. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're the token girls.
And I'm totally okay with that. I don't know anybody that wouldn't be okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't know another Facebook group, fucking YouTube, whatever, that literally has a fucking podcast almost every night of the week. Every night of the week. And it was my idea. They was going to try to do a Monday thing, and I ain't saying that they did it for me or whatever, but I was like, a Thirsty Thursday ladies night would be pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was like, I will give you the spot wide ass open if you want it. Take it. Run it.
Yeah,
Phrase on Mondays, hell yeah, let's roll with it. Let's do it.
I switched Tom to Sundays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, I thought
Sundays and Tuesdays now.
Yes, congratulations, Lisa. Lisa did a good job, and I would say Lisa needs to get more women in there.
Yeah, we had 5 of us in there last night.
Yeah.
Well, you would say that, Phil.
RSA, he just wants to stare at the women.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to.
Lisa, y'all did a good job.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, we had 5 of us in there last night. And get more of the
I watched for like about 20 or 30 minutes, but I didn't say nothing.
I wasn't able to.
Yeah.
No.
I was listening. I was doing some listening. I was watching TV and listening. It's ladies' night.
Yeah.
I listened.
We did pretty
what
good.
a night.
I blocked Toby, but I felt bad when I blocked Toby.
He needs blocked.
Yeah, he needs blocked every once in a while.
Keeps him in check.
He was innocent, I tell you.
Yeah,
Toby's
that's
never
the first time.
been
That's the first time he's been innocent. Yeah, Toby's a good guy.
I don't know. Him and Ginger really didn't see eye to eye. I think she's taller than he is. Ginger's like 5'3", if that tells y'all anything. So
hell yeah, spunky.
Hey, 5'3" is a perfect height.
I'm telling you, Lisa be like, look up here. He's like, I'm trying.
Your beer right here.
I'm up here.
5'3", rest your beer right there on the head.
Yeah, fucking damn.
How tall are you, Tom? How tall are you?
5'10", 5'11" on a good day. If I stand up straight from my back.
God, Slim, you're huge.
He can't stand up anymore. He's 5'5" now.
Yeah, I look like I'm.
Oh, well, I had you pictured as a dwarf. You're really 5'10"? Wow.
I'm 5'9" and shrinking.
What are you like looking up at?
I am too, Phil. I used to be 5'9", and now I'm like 5'7.5", 5'8". I used to be a little taller than I was, man. You get older.
I know, really Santa. I remember hanging out with you, and y'all were both
Back in high school, I was 5'9", and now I'm shrinking down to 5'7".
Right, I was almost 5'10" in high school, and now I'm like 5'7" and change. I'm around 5'8". you know, and it's like, damn, man. I talked to my doctor, and he's like, it's your spine, you know, it curves over time. You get shorter when you're fat like that.
Well, I took a head-on collision on that Harley, and I lost 2 inches. I was all right. I was pushing 6 foot.
I know that feeling.
And damn, that's where I lost all mine.
Yep.
I know that feeling. Sliding on pavement is not my best idea of having fun.
I've kissed the pavement a few times as well.
I didn't get that fucking choice. They came across the yellow line, hit me fucking square head on. So I didn't even get a chance to slide.
My whole nose is
just recently. I have a friend in my club just recently.
I may not have a bike at the moment, but I still have all my chaps and levers.
He got sideswiped by a car, and he had to have his foot amputated just below his knee.
Yep.
Young guy. Barely through his 30s.
It happens.
Yeah, it sure does.
That's what's kind of preventing me from getting a Harley right these days. You know, I'm getting a little bit too old, you know.
I've been riding for a long time, and I'm 65 years old.
Yeah.
I guess I've been riding for over 40 years.
I
don't like to be on the road
today. I still got
today.
my dirt bikes. You know, I've still got the Yamahas that I grew up riding. I rode a lot growing up.
You and me,
I've got a 1990 Harley Davidson Super Glide Electra, and it's like not Super Glide, it's a
Electric Glide. I know.
Electric Glide. Thank you. And I can barely hold the son of a bitch up anymore.
Yeah, no, it's the Heritages aren't too bad, are they?
No, Heritage is smaller.
Yeah, they're not as
soft tail frame.
Fat Boys,
yeah,
exactly. Fat Boys, they're not too bad either.
Yeah, but nothing.
I used to ride a motorcycle, but I'm not going into my brand. But like, if
I take one,
I want one of those, I'm one of those Polaris slingshots
and be gone.
I built a 1979 Shovelhead some years ago, and that was a pride of my life. I loved that bike. I rebuilt it several damn times. I knew it like the back of my hand. You know, it hurt me that I had to sell it, but it's either that or who knows could have happened on it. You know,
I had some buddies that built a bike, and I helped them, and I'm trying to think of what the damn name of it was. It's the only other American bike maker from back in the old days, and I can't think of the damn name.
Every time I get a bike, every bike I get is always electricized up, and my last bike was a gold ring Indian, and my bootlegger says he's going to help me get a 1500.
Sound went to shit.
Did I?
The only other bike built in USA at that time was the Indian.
Indian's what it was. That's what they built. Yeah.
I had a 1959 Indian Royal Enfield that was built in England.
Yeah. This was Tommy Keithley and John Keithley. They lived around the hill from him on Peach Orchard. They put an Indian together. And I kind of went over.
If we only knew then what we know now about all these collectibles.
Oh yeah, they're both saying they wish to hell they still had it. They had several of them. They ride Harleys now, but he wishes he had that Indian.
Today, if you ride an Indian, you might as well be riding a Sea-Doo.
Oh no, those new Indians.
Yeah,
fun.
They're not true Indians. They're not true Indians.
You thinking about the Polaris Corporation? Yeah, that was the Victory bikes.
But they had bought Indian out.
No, they do make Indian bike. Right? They do.
They do build an Indian bike.
Yeah, they got the Indian. Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah,
it is not a true Indian today.
Yeah, I can't remember, man.
I used to ride motorcycle, but I'd never get in a motorcycle again. One, because my body's not like what it used to do, but I just don't trust the idiots on the road. But I would love to have.
I don't trust other people.
I have retired.
I'd love to have like a little dune buggy 3-wheel car that I could That would be fun. That would give me my freedom.
I started a motorcycle club here in the Panhandle, Psych Ward MC, and we're outlaw supporters. But I have since retired because I don't trust the damn people out there on the road.
Yeah, I don't either.
I drive a truck,
hold me back.
and I don't trust them driving a truck.
Right.
I mean, that's how bad to me that it's gotten.
Well, that's what's weird is like when I used to drive a motorcycle, you'd have people like sit there and look at you, and I swear to God, they were looking at you, and you would drive like a couple hundred yards, and the next thing you know, they pull out in front of you. And then I used to drive like a big F-250 at the same time.
They aim for you.
Pull out in front of that too, and I'm just like, really?
They fucking aim for you. It's like, turn your head and go. They go where they're looking.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of guys make sure their bikes are super fucking loud.
Yeah.
Well, pipes save lives.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of loud pipes, you know what? I've got another set of fucking Reinhardts over there in the shed, that I used to run on them other bikes. I have thought about putting dual exhaust, true duals on my truck and running it back to a set of fucking Reinhardts just because I've got them over there.
Yeah, I would do it. I would do it.
Tail tips to put on the end.
About that far where it says Reinhardt on it,
Put fish tails on it. Yeah.
Yeah, put some whale tails on there, fish tails on it.
Yeah, put fish tails on it.
That would be pimp.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be cool.
I'd do that, yeah.
Kimbo's bike don't have a pipe. Damn.
The last bike I had was the BMW K1000, and
That's
was
a good bike.
BMW's nice bike.
That's a good bike. Yeah.
I love that bike.
Is it one of those touring models? A BMW? Was it one of the touring models, or was it the enduro model?
No, it was like a crotch rocket.
Enduro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, they made a crotch rocket too. That's nice.
Yeah, my Yamaha 400's an enduro. It's a DT 400 from '78. Nice. I've still got it, man. It's fun. I used to drive it on the road in the street and up in the coal mines and strip jobs. It's a lot of fun, man.
You wasn't going down the interstate like 5-6 hours on it. You would just
I did that too, but not that long term. No.
Right, because it gets that's why your back's fucked up, bro.
No,
yeah. Well, the crotch rocket is worse. This enduro wasn't so bad, but the crotch rocket, the way they see
I don't do crotch rockets.
It's horrible.
Hey, Santa, do you still have control? If I get out of here, do you still got control to end the stream and all that shit?
Yeah, I mean,
let's go to backstage now. Y'all been on?
I think they're getting ready to go to Taco Bell here.
Well, I don't know. I'm just it's 11:15. I'm about to call it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave too, guys.
Well, we can let them go backstage and leave it to them and let them run it out.
If y'all want to hang on just a second, tell everybody bye. I'm going to end this live. It's been 3 hours and
before we go, if anybody, Kimbo, or anybody wants to jump in here before we go backstage, speak now. If you ever hold your peace.
Thanks for watching and tuning in.
Keep me there for a few. I don't know how to do it, but keep me in it.
I'm going to post this link. If y'all want to jump in here real quick, you better hurry.
Ray knows. Ray knows how to do shit backstage.
It's only 8:12 here on the West Coast. Come on.
It's like 11:12 here.
Everybody. I'm in.
Peace out, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.